beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Hey.
Well, welcome everyone. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Exhausted, but good.
I'm good.
Chilling,
Wow,
man.
Mikey Sutton.
Mikey.
What up, Mikey?
Why?
Is this Scoop Center?
Well, I figured you always
I don't
read
wanna talk
my
about
articles, Max. I might as well come here to give you the scoop live instead of you reading the article.
Man,
Awesome.
Mikey.
That's Stephen Amell.
Pimples did you have?
I was getting tired of Super Scooper just hanging around all the time, but I got the genuine Mikey Sutton.
That other
The
guy,
genuine
Super
article,
Scooper,
huh?
he don't know nothing.
I agree. I
Stephen
agree.
Amell.
When's Zach coming back?
Oh, Zach's already back. You just don't know. Fandom 2023. They're gonna announce it.
Which Ben
I'm gonna
Affleck
put
having
my-
a trilogy?
What's that?
Ben Affleck. Where's he having a trilogy?
We don't know yet, but it's signed. Day and date.
Where's the haircut?
We
Later
don't
this
talk
year.
about the haircut no more.
We don't talk. What about Mephisto?
Oh, he's definitely gonna be in Ironheart.
Wow.
You're right, though. You're right. Mephisto is making his debut in MCU. You're right. Years ago.
There's a scoop from fandom why I heard that like Toby and Andrew will fight Kang in Secret Wars. Is it true?
Oh, of course it's true. I scooped that like 3 years ago.
Is it true? When we get Ghost Rider? Yeah, Anthony.
Are we getting Ghost Rider, Mikey?
What's up?
Oh,
he just leaves. Mikey just leaves.
He just leaves. He's probably going on Sil's channel.
oh, no.
Oh my god.
There's no.
You didn't get
way
enough likes, Max.
Max is gonna.
He's
Oh, Mikey's
back.
back. Mikey's back. Hey, Mikey.
Mikey, where's your
We got to get
internet?
this video up to 100 likes and we get a scoop.
100
Oh.
likes.
Am I gonna
100
get? Okay. Who's on first? I don't know.
I don't want to talk about this. Why are you bringing this up? No. Just leave me out of it.
Well,
I have
Mikey,
nothing
I'm
nice to say about any of the parties involved. So I just say nothing at all.
okay. 100 likes for Mikey Scoops. We're gonna drop a hot one, right? If we get to 100.
Well, I had some Taco Bell earlier.
No. I mean a scoop. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about what's happening in the restroom.
The more likes the video gets, the bigger the scoop. Apparently,
Yeah, that's how it works in the scoop game. That's how it works.
Did you scoop some ice scoop today?
Because a scoop that gets more likes is more right.
So you are thinking of finding a new movie channel?
Yeah, I've been
So-
scouting it out. I looked
Okay.
at this Isaac guy. He's not as good as you. Not as good.
I agree.
No, it's kind of
My grass agrees too. The grass is not cut very good.
Kind of lazy. You know, he talks a lot about stereotypes, but while reinforcing a lot of them. So it's like, I don't know. You know.
Hey, Anthony, do you know who this is?
The garbage.
No, it's Mikey Sutton.
Mikey, are you gonna take that from him?
It's Mickey Sutton. We gotta do it right.
The Mickey Mouse.
It's Mickey Sutton, dude.
Max going
It's
back
not
to his old
Mikey
habit of
Sutton.
sleeping when he starts the stream. Oh, well, I had a long day.
Wait a minute. The habit
I
ended.
kind of got like a toothache. I don't have to go to the dentist or something. Ugh.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know
my
that feeling,
ankle's
dude.
been killing me the last
Mine's
few
been
days. It's
really
finally feeling
bad.
better.
Oh, where's Tony? I don't know where Tony
Pain.
is.
Yeah, where's Tony, man?
Hey,
I
H.
don't know. He's
Barts.
somewhere.
I'm not even gonna say it, but I got the steel book ready. I just have to ship it. Okay. Well, Mikey, what do you know anything about our current topic is Daredevil Born Again, Mikey, and it's so great to have you on while we go over your article, for sure.
Well,
So
you always going over my articles, so I figured I'd show up.
yeah. Daredevil Reborn. So let's get to that first.
It's Daredevil Born Again. It was gonna be reborn, like I scooped it 3 years ago, but they changed it because things change sometimes, Max. You gotta understand.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Things change.
I do.
Things change.
So now it's Born Again.
Sounds like a song.
Oh no, it's Reborn. Damn it, it's Reborn
yeah.
now.
Way to go,
It
dumbass.
should be. They should call it Born Again. It shouldn't even be Reborn Again. That's
Fucking Max's scoop game is not on point. I'll tell you that right now.
That's because he's been listening to the wrong scoop.
Daredevil Born Again.
What do you think of Grace
Yeah.
Randolph?
Thank you, Anthony. Exactly.
Oh, I was just about to ask that.
Well, see, at least Max can sit by on the fact that it's actual speculation, from a fan standpoint, unlike people who claim to have reputable.
Are you taking shots at me, there, Brian?
There we are.
Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Does it sound like I am?
Here's a scoop for you. You keep talking shit like that, and I'm gonna whip that ass.
Whoa, Mikey!
Let's go.
Mikey!
Mikey had enough.
Oh, did you hear that, Brian?
Clip
God
that.
damn.
Clip
I don't
that.
know. I guess I have to leave now because it's violence.
All right. Well, Tom Holland's Spider-Man appears in Daredevil reboot. Tom Holland will appear
bro.
as Spider-Man in Daredevil Born Again and
Small
5
screen is
additional
fake.
MCU projects, according to a new report.
What?
Which
That's insane in the membrane, brother.
I know the source.
What? Can you click that
uh,
report? Click it.
it's Yahoo News.
Oh, of course.
According to reports on where and then the Yahoo News clicks to express.co.uk.
No, that's
Okay.
BS. But small screen is usually bullshit.
That's 5 movies overall. Small Screen initially stated this on November 18th, 2021.
Small screen.
Click this.
What?
I know small. I checked.
Aaron, you just say everything's bullshit.
I checked small screen. I do a search on this small screen when I saw this article and saw the other article you posted that you're doing about Squirrel Girl. They store small screen. Small screen is usually bullshit.
All right, they call him Captain
Buzzkill. Max, I'm not saying that Spider-Man's not going to be in this show. I think there's a chance he could be.
Oh God!
I'm just saying.
Aaron's a buzzkill. Way to go, man.
This
we could have
is
speculated on this for like a half an hour. Now it's like over. Way to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
never
just looks
mind.
like more woke garbage to me. Is what I'm saying. This is the
Commander
wokest,
Menace.
most garbage show I've ever seen.
Spider-Man woke again.
But they're
That's actually
two.
a pretty cool logo.
It's Spider-Man and Daredevil. That's not woke at all.
Daredevil was emasculated by the She-Hulk, and Spider-Man's led around by his spider dick by Mary
That's a
Jane.
big
It wasn't
word,
even Mary Jane. It was a
emasculated.
shell.
Wait.
Ridiculous.
Are you talking about Tobey Maguire's dick that John Campia was talking about?
Oh, it's a very good dick.
Oh my god.
Pause.
It is a pretty
pause,
tremendous dick. Not gonna lie.
Pause.
You see
Have
that?
you seen it shoot its
suit?
webs?
That shit ain't fake.
No, I don't want to know about that.
Click the video. I mean, that's what it's saying.
I
in that
don't
video.
know.
I mean,
No, it's just saying what we're reading. It's 5. There's talking about 5 more projects, 5 more films in the
more
new
projects.
contract. I want to see this. I think it's very plausible. This scoop.
I do too. I mean, I do think it's possible he's in it. I just don't. It's the source. I'm not.
Shit, son.
Yeah.
believing in.
Well, I mean, there's been rumors that like this might tie into the next Spider-Man film.
This makes
'Cause-
sense. What if Kingpin's there too?
Yeah, like they're saying
Yeah.
it might tie into it because they want
Well,
to
the
do a more grounded
Kingpin,
Spider-Man film.
the Kingpin is running for mayor in New York, so which I can't wait to
How
see
the
the
hell does he
cast.
get away with it after the stuff he did in Hawkeye? Why would he?
He's
Yo,
free. He didn't want to job.
I don't wait for nothing, RJ. Why do I have to
See,
wait
even
for
RJ
anybody to
knows
talk
it's
about it?
true.
I didn't tell
I'm
people.
right.
I didn't tell people to believe it. I said it sounds plausible though.
It's like
Here we go. Here we go with RJ.
Max,
doing
just
this
say,
bullshit
you know
again
what?
with
You
the
use
filter.
this to fuel speculation, and if you do that, maybe people will stop taking this shit so seriously.
But you know.
I don't know what people's
Matt,
issue is.
Do you
The
know?
trades will make it
Because the
official
thing
and
is
say all
this gets
details
reported
soon
like it's
this week.
legit fucking shit, dude. But it's
You know.
not.
When this is not having to do with this particular subject.
It
but has something
says
to do with MCU.
report.
You know, Captain America. You know, Thunderbolt Ross is his president.
Yeah, that is
It
true.
sa-
Thunderbolt is the
It
president.
says
true.
I don't know what people's issue is. It says report. It doesn't say confirmed. It says report.
I just know the source. It's not.
I don't know. All I know is
I don't wait for the big trades. The big trades
Yeah.
get to it, and they cut, and then most of the stuff is half the scoops get confirmed anyway.
'cause,
Why
like,
do I
don't
have to? Why
forget,
do I have to wait? That's stupid.
This is the same site that also said like the Hans Zimmer score is going to be in Man of Steel 2 when there's no director for the film.
So you could use the clickbait because Darnie Garcia used the Hans Zimmer score in her Instagram video like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago.
So
something
who's
like that.
who? All right, well, let's go around then. I guess we could start with Commander Menace. What percentage do you think of this report is possible? I'd say 80%.
Spider-Man being in it?
I'd say 80%.
He's gonna 100% be in it and lose his costume to some female of the African American persuasion.
Oh my god.
Krista.
By the way, I think today was Ryan Kinnell's birthday. Did you wish him happy birthday, Commander Menace?
Oh, we threw a big party for him. We all put on our best dressed white outfits with our hood.
Okay, I think I've had enough.
Okay,
Commander Menace has got it. Commander Menace has got to go.
Oh
No,
my god.
I don't want to hear about that.
It doesn't. Oh my god.
This is how we get canceled.
Oh my god.
How many percent do I think this is possible? I'll give it 25% chance of happening.
This is how we get
I
canceled.
mean,
Oh, Tony's
Thunderbolt-
here. Thank God.
Hey Tony, what's up?
Hey
You
Tony.
just missed Mikey started in Commander Menace.
I don't know what's going on here. I just
Me
hopped out of
either.
the shower and jumped on the stream. What are we talking?
Spider-Man possibly being in Daredevil.
No way.
Why?
Why? Because whatever deal they got with Sony, I'm sure it's not for Spider-Man to show up in TV shows.
That's a good point. That's a good point. It might just be a movie deal.
I mean, it is.
They're like,
18.
Well,
we
to be
don't
fair-
just rent Spider-Man out for
Well-
fucking TV, okay?
Well,
I mean-
what if Daredevil appears in the next Spider-Man
you like-
movie, which is
you can
Growth
actually
He
from
will
Roots?
appear the
negotiate.
next Spider-Man. He will appear the
but
next
Max,
Spider-Man.
you gotta remember this is Sony, and again, like the deals have always been about the movies, unless like, and plus like Sony's probably gonna want something in return for Spider-Man to be in the shows.
Probably
Oh,
Spider-Man
no. I'm going to tell you right now.
characters.
Spider-Man's going to be in it, dude. The suit.
I think
You're not going
I'm
to-
on Brian
he's not
on
gonna
this.
take
I'm
it.
Max in this.
Here's what I'm
Brian
gonna say.
Max on
I
it. think
believe
he's gonna be in
Daredevil.
it.
I believe Daredevil's gonna be in Spider-Man 4. I'm only 50% sure that Spider-Man could be in Daredevil Born Again if it's as connected as the rumors are
And-
saying.
And here's the thing: my villain should be Kingpin, but my villain should not be Bullseye. It should be Sin Eater.
Well,
Between
Degrassi
Spider-Man
right
and
here.
Daredevil.
Degrassi right here is giving us exclusive. Says new deal covers Disney Plus.
Well, are the
Oh.
Spider-Man movies on Disney Plus?
Oh,
Next year.
Rhea
Next year.
here. Hey, Rhea.
All right.
Max, yay! How are you?
Oh, great. We're having a lot of fun today. Getting back to movie talk, and we got
Yay!
awesome retro show on Thursdays now that we're looking forward to. We have a
Hell yeah!
good guest. I don't know who's going to show up on Thursday.
I mean, it's already been announced.
Oh yeah. Well, Rhea and some other people. Well, hopefully some other guests too.
Hey.
But this got
Will
me
you be in it,
excited.
Max?
Now everyone loses their mind when you say Scoop, Rhea, but what do you think of the possibility of Tom Holland being in Daredevil?
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, and I think it's very plausible, especially since the other part of the rumors are that Daredevil's also going to appear in Spider-Man 4, and there's Kingpin. Hopefully Kingpin too. They did something similar with Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was in the Spider-Man movie, and then didn't Spider-Man appear in I can't remember. Oh no,
he didn't appear. He was
Never
mentioned.
mind then. He was mentioned.
This is my villain for a Daredevil series of Spider-Man. Sin Eater. There's Sin Eater in it.
Oh well, this gets me hyped though. Yes, if I must give the disclaimer, grain of salt, but for sure, I think it's very plausible. I would love to see it. I can't wait to see that. Did the new episode of Andor come out yet?
I think that's tomorrow, right?
That's tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Or midnight? I don't know. I'd never watch it at the midnight drop anyway, so I'm not sure.
I think it's midnight. We watched the first episode, and then Max said every week we're going to come back and watch an episode, and we never did.
Oh, I'm gonna watch Artemis 1 take off tonight. Yeah, 1 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say every week, Tony, did I?
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Max, I just hit 1K on YouTube.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Amazing.
Congrats.
You made it.
Well done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
What a great day. What a great day. That's awesome. So we got Rhea and Tony recently get 1K this month.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got memberships now, Max. If you want to get a membership,
I'll have to review it.
You could get the baby
Review
99 cents one, the
Okay.
kind of manly $4.99, or if you want to be a real man, I got a $499 tier.
What the fuck?
Hey,
those are for the ballers.
If I have to pay $499 just to tell me I'm a real man, maybe, but
You also get once a month. You can come on the big show.
Okay, that's pretty good. Congrats.
Does it come with a free back rub? Because I'm not doing anything unless it's got a back rub involved.
A back rub?
You give me $499 a month, I'll make sure you get a back rub.
Oh.
All right, thanks, Tony. I'll consider it.
So let's also get to the mailbag here. We have a lot of stories here. So there's only 2 episodes left of Andor, I believe. And
what? No.
Yep. We're already talking, but fortunately, I think more people are getting on board where it's going to be, not the cloud over it that it had at the beginning of the season, where a lot of people are. I think it changed a lot of minds. It's very rare that a show, when it starts, people are down on it, and by the end of the season, they're like, "Whoa, it got really good." So that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Okay, so let's get to the mailbag here. See what's in there.
I don't watch Endo.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you're missing out, dude.
It's just is the character boring? That's why. This is boring character. But
okay, so
I'm gonna check it out after the 12 episodes finish and stuff.
I'm a little slow tonight just because my tooth is hurting. I don't know.
Okay,
I might have to make a dentist appointment soon.
How was your nap?
Epic.
Yay.
Epic nap. I took my parents, and then my mother had also a few appointments. I was driving everywhere. And then we went to the Cheesecake Factory just to bring home a take home. There's this chicken lime, and then my wife also got one slice of cheesecake we might share later.
Share later? Where you didn't put a
I
piece?
love cheesecake, bro.
So do I.
Yeah, I haven't had cheesecake in forever. Well, Nicotina, if you know what it is, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. How are you doing, Nicotina? Okay, so let's get to the mailbag here. Quote of the day 36. The greatest evil is physical pain. The strength that changes every physical attributes of your very being could lead an astray to your worst parts of yourself. But it can never impact of your spiritual nature and a strong core mind that could redirect you a different, better path. Watch yourself. Hey Max, have you ever considered to work out? What?
Well, oh man, is he
Work
channeling
sit-ups?
Shots
he
fired.
channeling Isaac?
Okay. Well, no. He's just asking. Listen, I think it's a good thing to reevaluate your physical activity. So maybe I will. Have you ever considered to do workout or sit-ups, push-ups, or add at least a few walks on your weekends? It's necessary to keep your body fit. Adds at least once every week. You don't want them bones collapse on you, do you? I mean, he said it in a nice way. Yeah, okay, Mass Vigilante. Does not hurt to reevaluate your activity and getting fresh air, going on walks. I do have dogs. Yeah.
No, man, I'm just gonna die miserably.
No. What happened to New Year's resolutions? Has anyone ever really?
If I've ever kept one, I'll make one again. Okay?
Why do you laugh at that?
Because I never follow through, man.
Well, it doesn't have to be hardcore. You don't have to go like Rocky punching meat in a warehouse or anything. You don't have to do that.
Let's get to the end of November before we can decide our New Year's resolution in December for the next year.
Well, I mean, does anyone take that seriously?
I do.
You do, Tony?
I have weights in the room now. When I watch YouTube videos, I just lift weights.
Oh, me
just
too.
Sitting here.
You might think he's doing something else. He's really just working out.
Okay, Brian. I don't know, Ray. Do you take New Year's resolutions seriously? Do you ever try to do that, or do you? I know you work on other things throughout the year. You're going on trips and stuff. You're focused on YouTube. I think I might try this year. I'm like, you know what? It's about time. I'm gonna start New Year's.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I tend to make these significant life changes, like I guess maybe like right when it might be like too late, unfortunately. So like I have to kind of be confronted by the threat of not making some sort of decision to change something before I actually take it seriously. I don't mean to sound morbid or anything, but I think that's me as a person. I guess that's how I made a lot of like different health decisions personally.
Okay, well, maybe I might take it serious. I'm thinking about it. Zeno says my workout was through the Cheesecake Factory.
Damn.
I've been sponsored by the Cheesecake Factory in my workouts, man. Delicious.
One Piece is not, All right. So Tony says he takes George. What do you think?
On like New Year's resolutions?
Or resolutions in general. Do you like if you want to try to work on yourself, and then you don't have to get personal. Like,
well, maybe like goals. How are you at goal setting?
Yeah. How do you do it? Let's steer positive. How do you set your goals? Do you do like a New Year's thing, or if you want to accomplish something?
Well, I remember like 17 years ago, like when I was in second grade, I actually honored my New Year's resolution.
Cool. But
great. That was like the only time I ever.
Oh, that was the only time. Okay.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: we had to write. We had to like do an assignment on it. So like I was like, I gotta actually honor this thing since I wrote it down.
That's great, Degrassi. Yeah, that's a hard one, man.
That's what she said.
Well, I actually did accomplish a resolution: is not buying stuff. It's been over a year now, so that I did do that. It's just, steroids, Anthony. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm joking.
So
I know somebody that used steroids in my family, but I don't know.
I'm good at.
I gotta send you back your treasure trove of retro goodness that you sent to me to check out on the channel.
Oh yes, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll hit you up for details.
Yeah, you gotta at least put. You've done good work with those, but you gotta play that one Morph Cat Games. Is really cool.
Oh right, yes, yeah.
Because I love that game. That game is so cute with the cat punching cat bat. Really cool. That was one of my favorites. It's a short game. I'm good at resolutions online, but not. I have to get better at my other resolutions. 5K was a goal. Like
I said 100,000 subscribers your resolution.
That was a goal. 100K or 100K or die trying That means either 100K subs or 100K videos. Like I was thinking, if I really put myself out there, that it might help my sub growth, and it was for a while. It's just, it's not stopped. It's just that I'll do them in little bursts. Like I was also experimenting with the channel, different types of content. I finally figured out, and I'm not afraid of doing, because I had a fear of doing reaction vids because of copyright strikes. But doing them pre-recorded instead of live streams is very. I would recommend, if you're going to get into that, you just do it pre-recorded, because then it goes through all the check systems, and then you can see if YouTube's really going to have an issue with it.
I mean, your last video.
It makes me less, although you don't make a lot of money on them, unless it's Disney. And I actually think that's why everyone likes and is easier on Disney's, because they get paid for the reactions, where other studios.
Free promotion. It's free promotion.
Yeah, I think other studios should get on board. Like I should tag James Gunn. You know what? You want to help the perception in the community. It's not going to solve all the issues, but if there's any way you can do anything about the constant claims that Warner Brothers does to content creators, that has some impact. It's not all changing, but that also, people are called influencers for a reason. You want it where people were easily promoting your stuff without the worries and the concerns. And when anytime Warner Brothers stuff comes up, you're like, oh boy,
copyright.
Yeah.
If someone wants to pay you to review a movie, is that something that you'd be interested in doing?
Sure. The members, the post for trailer reactions, I could also do reviews there. Yeah.
Oh, like even for like maybe like older movies or somewhat older movies, just not new movies. Like if I said, Max, I want you to review Happy Madison. Or sorry, Happy Gilmore. Yeah, would you be like, yeah, totally.
If I can't, yeah, I'll check to see where I have it. It's probably going to be on a streaming service. Yeah, if I have access to it, I'm up for that for sure. Okay. I was actually going to review Scooby Doo, which I watched with CGH.
Scooby Doo.
Oof. I did not like that. Maybe I should do.
It's
maybe
cringe.
It's cringe. No, yeah. Well, maybe I should do a small review of that. And I was gonna say like the Scooby Doo hold up in 2020.
Oh my! I know
there was cool stuff about it. Just to give a little preview, I really like the cast, but there's some. Weird stuff
I know what part it started losing it for you. I know what part.
Yeah, George was there for the watch party.
Yeah,
which part?
I was like, don't give any hints. So you're have to watch the review.
I don't want to spoil.
I mean, the movie is like 20 years old or 6, whatever.
That doesn't matter. I don't think is that a factor for anyone? Do you think they like the time? I think some movies just hold up if they're well done enough.
I'm still wondering. I'm still asking the question: why was there a luchador in the movie?
Why wasn't there? There should be more luchadors in movies.
Luchador and Scooby Doo.
I mean, James Gunn should do a third Scooby Doo movie.
I would wonder. He can.
He can now, for sure.
I think luchadors were big at the time when Scooby Doo came out. They had like a TV show about luchadors and a cartoon.
Watcher, be very careful. I wouldn't respond to emails. Because there's a lot.
That's fake. That's fake.
There's a lot of text messages and that says, "Oh, you need to fix your information, log in," and the link is to. Yeah, it's possible it's legit, but I would say most likely
it's
not
fake.
Legit.
You can't ask for your gender.
You can't ask that. Yeah, that's fake.
General information. Oh, gender info. I thought you said general information.
Yeah, I said gender.
I said gender. No, that's fake. Disney will never ask that to somebody.
Yeah. Usually they don't. If they already have your credit card information, the only time
and your age, your date of birth. That's it. That's all they need.
Yeah. If they already have your payment information, it's most likely that they're not going to contact you unless they're like, "Oh, we're upping our price."
Yeah.
We're still dead.
That's probably the only emails you're going to get. Opt into the new price of Disney Plus and HBO Max and Peacock and all the other stuff. Other than that, they don't want to contact you unless it's about money or change in terms or something. Okay. Senior Nerd has a great question here. Any thoughts on the VGA Video Game Award nominees? I haven't heard them.
No.
When is the Video Game Awards show? Tony, do you know? Rhea, do you know when that show's coming?
I'm not sure.
Not off the top of my head, no.
I'm looking forward to it more for the announcements.
Announcement's already out.
No, don't they during the show? Jeff
No, they've been
Keighley
nominated.
No. The announcements of new stuff.
Oh,
Yeah. There was really nothing last year, though.
yeah.
Let me see when the. Oh, Thursday, December 8th.
Ooh. I don't like that.
Why don't you like
for
that?
What? For what?
'Cause I gotta work that thing.
The Game Awards.
Oh, the Minko's coming out in the Game Awards? Oh.
No.
Yeah, they're winning the award for the longest development cycle.
Longest unreleased console.
I hope we get a trailer for Spider-Man 2 Wolverine.
Are you saying God of War is great?
I just beat that today.
Oh, I just finished God of War like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I've
you
never
ever
played a God of War game?
Oh, really? What about you, Ray? Did you get God of War? Anyone here play God of War, the older games or the new?
I still love the older and
Just
the
the
new
first
ones.
one.
I played every single game. All of them. I just beat the Ragnarok today. Well, story. I have to do the side stuff, but it's probably gonna win Game of the Year.
What's your favorite in the series, Aaron? Since you just played it, is this one? Do you like this one better than the last?
This one is better than the last one. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean,
I like the first one and the new one that just came out. So
this one, this is a very emotional.
Yes,
I guess epilogue to the Norse mythology story of Kratos. Like, it was very emotional. This game. You gotta play it, man.
Wow,
Also,
we have breaking news here. Zantet, $5. I got a dev kit for the Amico. Wow, do you see this, Tony?
There's no way. That's true.
He's in Australia.
I saw that.
Wow, that's amazing.
Send it to Max. No, I'm playing.
Did you have to sign your life away to get it? What did you have to sign? NDAs and stuff,
I have a Chris.
That's awesome.
I have a game for you. I love Chris.
Thank you, Zentet. Appreciate you being there.
I have a little quiz for you guys that's something to do with God of War. This game. 3 voice actors have been in Marvel-related projects. Can you name them?
Deborah's one of them.
Correct. There's 2 more.
Fuck, what's the other guy name?
Huh?
3 voice actors were Marvel-related projects, Tony.
I know Deborah's one of them. I can't
Deborah's one
remember
of
the
them,
other
yes.
2. Oh, fuck, what is
There's
it?
2 more. I'll give you a few more minutes.
I have no idea.
Okay, Brett Dalton.
Yeah.
Brett Dalton voiced him. And you just saw him in Black Panther. The voice of Odin is that guy at the Geneva, where the nations all talk. You know that guy?
Geneva.
That guy. The guy in Black Panther 2. I forgot what country he represented. There was the French person representing France, and the guy that represented the other country. That guy who represented the other country, and he was also in that scene. I'm going to spoil this part, but he's also in the scene with. So spoilers. He's also in the scene with, where Martin Freeman's character Ross and his ex were meeting with the FBI, CIA. He was also in that scene. He voiced Odin. Yeah. I forget the actor's name, but the guy knows what I'm talking about. I know he knows what I'm talking about.
It was good to see Deborah doing the game. That was cool.
I'm looking forward to that game, but that's one I could wait for.
It'll be cheap next year for you.
I'm pretty easy on wait, and I didn't finish the last one. I got pretty far, but I never finished it. I got to finish it.
Come on, the last one.
I got tired of the axe throwing mechanic towards the end, for puzzles. I was like, oh, this is.
Well, you're gonna hate this then, because that's the end of the game.
Oh, not again, really?
Yeah, it is. But it's easier though. It's not that hard to do.
No, but it was cool for a while, and then it got really repetitive.
There's not much.
And then there was certain areas where you had to be so precise with that axe, and it was just a little glowing dot. And I was like, oh.
I'll tell you one thing. This game is really, really long.
What are you talking about? The gun teases, James
Oh,
Gunn?
Mr.
Terrific, Batmite, and some
Oh yeah.
Dick Schiff, yes, that's the actor's name. He was in the voice Odin,
Will Wallace says, have you bought your blue check mark yet? Do you have to list yourself as parody account of Dr. Doom? Well,
for some reason, I don't see Twitter Blue on my Twitter. I do not see it.
I
even
think
took
you
it
have to
away.
be on a phone to buy it and not a desktop, I think.
No,
You
I'm
need
on
the
the
app.
phone. I just don't see
Have
it.
you been enjoying it, Ray? I know Ray's one on the panel that has it.
Editing my posts is fun, but it's only for after you posted a 30-minute window. And other than that, I haven't really felt any like boosts outside of what I would normally get.
Like more reach? You're not getting more reach that you noticed?
Haven't really noticed that yet.
Okay, all right.
Twitter Blue is dead. You can't even access it anymore. They won't let you get the check.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about just to try. Like, I wanted to try it out for a month. You know, Little Movie Purposes panel without mentioning comic book movie. Name your favorite car chase from a film.
Oh, that's easy. The first Fast and Furious, the second Fast and Furious, Fast and Furious 5, 6.
Hell no.
Jesus,
and
man,
seven.
you like
The
Fast and
greatest car chase in any film, the Blues Brothers. Where they
Oh
drive
yeah,
to
that's
the
a great
mall.
car chase.
That's a
Yeah.
good
Blues
one.
Brothers.
Casino Royale.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
that's a
gonna
good
go
one,
with the
yeah.
wild card. You might hate me for this, but when the T-Rex just chases Jeff Goldblum and Julianne Moore. If I
Can you even consider the car chase if there's only?
I don't know.
I like this car sequence in 2012. It was pretty out there. I like the Matrix one. I'm having trouble thinking of great car chase sequences.
No,
Oh, Civil War, Civil War,
Aston Martin,
Civil
dude.
War.
Ava
Oh,
Green.
James
Try not to
Bond
run her
always
over.
has some great. James Bond always
Casino
has some
Royale
cool-
had a fantastic car chase in that movie.
Yeah, and even the last movie that I didn't like had a cool car chase sequence. So, I think James Bond. That's some of the best parts of the movie.
How did you not say
Baby
Mad
Driver?
Max? Mad Max.
Oh yeah, Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah,
right.
Max.
That was awesome. John Wick. John Wick.
Oh, John Wick with the
Oh yeah,
motorcycles,
Baby Driver. Baby Driver was awesome. Gone in 60 Seconds. Oh,
Baby
the
Driver was a good
Batman had a
movie.
cool sequence. I liked the Batman sequence.
Comic book.
I
That's
wish you
comic
would have.
book.
Oh, that's right. Whoops. All right, let's get back here.
Death Proof is good too. Death Proof.
Blues
is good.
Brothers. CJ, just they're gonna mention a comic movie, you know it. Jackie Chan.
I don't think
Cannonball
anybody did.
Run.
Blues Brothers. Opening scene. Bass Driver. Ibrahim Khan, do you think Wakanda Forever will make $1 billion at the box office?
We don't know.
I'll be
I haven't
happy
seen
if
the
it
numbers.
We'll
does.
see the second week.
I don't think it's going to reach that. I think it's going to be high. I would say like 800 million worldwide.
To be fair, Doctor
I
Strange
think-
made 950 though.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Anyone
I
else
think
has
it's
a
900.
And Avatar doesn't come out in like what, in 3 weeks, 4, something like that. So it's a long time.
Smokey and the Bandit Death Proof. Anyone else have an estimate on Wakanda Forever? You think it's going to reach that billion?
I say 900.
Well,
900.
Disney's gonna buy the tickets anyway, so yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Yeah,
yeah.
Disney's gonna buy the tickets. Yes, that's a fact.
George,
The
you think it's going to
neurotic
reach
said
that?
today.
This is a tough one. When does Avatar Way of Water come out?
Middle of December, I think. I think a month
18?
away still.
18?
Okay.
It's banned in China though, isn't it?
No, it's coming
No,
out in
it's
China.
not.
If it doesn't make $1 billion by then, it's never gonna make $1 billion.
Are you sure it's not banned in China? Because I heard it was banned in China. and
Avatar,
France.
It's
no,
not,
Avatar's
no.
not banned in
I
China.
mean,
Not
subject-
Avatar. I'm talking about Black Panther.
Oh, it is
Ah.
banned. Yeah, it is banned.
No, I thought they cut a scene. Is it? Oh.
No, that was another country.
Oh, okay. Well, even without the reception of it, I think the first movie is a lot more rewatchable than the second. Subjectively, I don't know. Do
I
you get
agree,
that
I
feeling,
agree.
Rhea? That even if you really like Wakanda Forever, the first one's like more of a rewatchable movie than the second. The second's very emotional, and
Yeah, and I think someone else mentioned before too that the 45-day Disney Plus thing kind of cuts the legs a little bit. Do you think?
I didn't know if that was for sure or not. That they do that for every.
This one doesn't have this 45 days.
I don't know if they're
I gotta
doing.
look.
I don't know if that's a guaranteed thing. I hope so because I
Yeah.
want to see it, but I don't know.
That's why it's banned in France.
What? Because the 45 window?
Yeah, because France passed a new law that says that movies have to stay in the theaters for like 3 months.
Oh.
It's really bad in France, so maybe we won't make $1 billion because I don't know. France is
Yeah,
a pretty big
because
country.
if it doesn't stay in theaters for 3 months, then you can't air it in France in their theaters.
Yeah, people are still really upset. I understand. After seeing it, I enjoyed.
They didn't kill off Black Panther. They killed off T'Challa.
Well, yeah.
I think that's what he meant.
Yeah, I know. But
I have no qualms against the recast T'Challa. It's just at this point, it's not going to happen, though. I don't think, unless something weird happens in sequel.
It might come Wakanda December 26th. That's what it's looking like. So it has a long time. It has a long time to be in theaters.
There's always the multiverse too.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. I do want to give the movie another shot. Like, it really hurts my heart to say I didn't like a movie anymore. Like, that's how I've grown, is I really try to like stuff. I don't want to force myself to like things, though, either, but I really want to look at the positive, and sometimes it works. Sometimes I really like Doctor Strange 2. After rewatching, I'm like, I really like this a lot more. And I'm not here to bash Love and Thunder, because I know Brian loves Love, and I'm happy he loves it, but I rewatched that, and it was hard for me.
The dog shit?
No, to be nice.
I mean, I look at Thor. I look at MCU Thor, and I look at Ragnarok Thor. I'm like,
there's things I like. There's things I like about it. It's maybe just that, even though I like the premise of God of God Butcher,
but watch
the
Thor be
tones
OP
were all,
in
the
King
tones.
Dynasty.
Oh, what's that?
Watch the MCU Thor be OP in King Dynasty like he was in Infinity War.
Maybe.
Like they always do. Like Thor do good. Like Thor do good in team ups movies and Avengers movies. But his own movies, he just doesn't have like he's not a strong character in his movies. So I mean, you know.
And Andrew, another movie that I didn't like at first, but rewatching and I love it, is The Suicide Squad with James Gunn. And I really had to give that another shot because I really like. I think it's not because I'm a Zack Snyder fan. It's because I actually liked the first one, and it was different from the first. It was so different from the first one that I had to adjust. But after rewatching it, I love that movie. Great action sequences.
That movie is a 6 out of 10.
It's still the humor is not like. Do you understand? Like, people's humor is different, and I'm open to a lot of type of humor. But the excessive like violence humor is not necessarily my default humor, but I'm okay with it. It's just not, you know what I mean? So once I got, this is the humor they're going for, I accepted it more and I liked it more. And it was away from the release. Rewatching it was very fun.
Yeah, I think some of like the more like mean-spirited humor or more like crass just for the sake of like shock value humor. I know that I used to really, really be into that for sure. But I guess maybe like upon first watch, it was a little off-putting.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to be in the right mindset, or, you know, so and people don't like that. And I know some of my friends really don't like that type of humor.
The thing is with the Suicide Squad is that they are serious characters in the comics. They don't joke around. They just don't.
And I know some of my family members are they're like, oh, they would not like. So it's very different. It's a different tone, but I really enjoy it though. Zeno, I think the first half of the first Suicide Squad movie is fire. I love the introduction of Will Smith and Harley Quinn, and there's some really funny scenes.
The music video scene,
yeah.
I love both Suicide Squad and the Suicide Squad for different reasons.
I think the first Suicide Squad, it was just the villain. The villain was not. The villain was.
I just want to, but like you can't blame them David Ayer because they gave that movie to a fucking like a trailer company, like whatever it was, music.
No,
whatever.
I think they did a good job with Deadshot. I think they did a good on Deadshot, Diablo.
Harley was good.
Yeah, it's just. I think it's just a villain. Me personally, it was a villain. Pretentious.
And I wish we got more Jared Leto Joker, which I don't know why they cut so many stuff for him. just.
I'll tell you one thing. After watching Wakanda Forever and being like slightly let down, even not with Namor himself, the actor I think is legit. I think that what's his name, Huerta.
Tenoch Huerta.
Tenoch Huerta. He is legit as Namor.
Oh,
I
good.
still like to
He's
say
good.
Namor. I still like to say, but the underwater world and stuff. I went back and started watching Aquaman 1. Oh my dear Lord! Really, I think rewatching Aquaman 1 has been an amazing experience after watching Wakanda Forever, and I might do a video. I don't know how I'm gonna title it, but how does Aquaman hold up now that we got Namor in Wakanda Forever? And
come on, we're not doing that comparison.
Well, why? Why not? Why? That's fair. Is that a fair comparison?
It's not. It's not like you like.
What? Why?
Namor water scene is different. It's from real culture. Aquaman is just Atlantis.
Yeah.
It's Atlantis. It's just not.
But
Comparable.
Atlantis is based on real culture, kind of a little bit. I mean, it's based on the Greek culture, though.
I mean, they had the insight to actually see a movie that did similar things underwater and adapt that. And I don't think it was bad.
It's just like
as dynamic to me and fleshed out. That's all.
It's just like Atlantis and the Snyder Cut. It was good to see it, and whoever was the next director, which was James Wan, did a step up and did his work with Atlantis. He did good with it. Whoever's the next director who do Namor, he will do his own take on Namor version of Atlantis. So like you know
that. Why compare?
Yeah.
It's a fun conversation. That's why, Anthony. I'm not like bashing Namor in the Talikans. It's just that it wasn't as impressive in immersive world to me.
So you're saying the brown people world isn't as impressive as
my god.
No, I wasn't saying that. No, I wasn't.
Sounds like it.
No, I was just. It's just. I'm really excited for. It got me hyped for Aquaman 2.
So the Aquaman water was cleaner and the Mexican water was.
Oh no!
Oh my
goodness! I'm not falling for these traps.
It was less polluted.
I actually agree with this. In real culture, underwater has poor special effects. You're right. It was more. That's a fair point. Aquaman was more fantastical than you would have got, and maybe they were going for more.
But this is comic book movies.
Yeah, but Namor. This is as dark and dirty the water was. It didn't have an amber turd in it.
I don't listen. I removed the art from the artist. I'm not a fan of Amber Heard, but I don't hate her, and it didn't bother me to rewatch it. Like, she's in the movie, she's an actress. I don't care. I don't want to know about the water.
Wait a minute. Why would the water be darker? Didn't it say in 5 years during Endgame and Infinity War actually the water was the ocean was getting cleaner and cleaner, less polluted?
Yeah, they did say that.
So
has anyone watched Aquaman 1 over again since it came out? Has anyone?
No.
Once, I think.
I'm telling you, it's really good.
Yeah, it's a 7 out of 10. The script is still messy.
Movie was a goddamn funeral. I'm sorry. It made me feel sad.
What?
Nicole Kidman.
Well, because at that time the DCEU was dead, right? Like,
no.
When Aquaman came out, it was like Superman hung it up. They were going a different direction. Like, to a normie, not somebody who gave a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What were you saying, Ryan?
I was just saying Nicole Kidman is great in it. I wish we. I hope we see more of her in the sequel.
Absolutely.
We see more of her.
I just now realized I still had Grace behind me. I'm like, I'm
going to call it now. Black Manta kills the mother.
Ooh.
Eye for an eye. Eye for an eye. You kill my father, I kill your mother.
You might be right, because that's why Black Manta is so aggressive towards Aquaman as the first one.
Eye for an eye, right?
Oh, man. Is it possible to have King Shark in an Aquaman movie? I would love that.
You could, but not this version of King Shark. This
wouldn't be a villain. This King Shark would be a villain to me.
Oh, come on, dude, that's awesome.
The real King Shark, like in the comics, the real one.
The King Shark from Flash, the Flash show, that would be a villain.
That would be a good villain, but not like the one we see in the Suicide Squad. We just friend man. Yeah. Like,
Oh, Zeno, bad joke, but yeah, he was crossing the border to a cop. They caught him. They caught him at the. They caught him at the wall.
Oh, I just realized Nicole
That's fucked
Kidman
up.
is 2 characters in DC. She's Chase Meridian
Yeah,
in
Chase
Batman Forever.
Meridian.
Oh,
and,
Chase Meridian.
Yeah, she's the mother of Aquaman.
Yeah, that's true.
She was amazing.
I don't know. I was.
Oh, yeah, it's in Batman Forever. Yeah.
I was so enjoying Aquaman. I didn't finish it yet, but it was so good.
I'll
The
say it's
action
Batman Forever.
sequences- Yeah.
The Bruce Wayne arc with him trying to open up the Chase Meridian and Nicole Kidman was actually pretty good in that movie.
I just want to see the. I just want to see the Schumacher cut. There's more deleted scenes in there.
I do too.
Heck yeah.
Okay, and then Tony has a more intense subject. Should we believe accusations without evidence?
No,
I
it's
think
not.
we should listen to everyone, but everyone, but keep.
Is this about Andy?
Well, I don't want to go too far to that because we're on movie talk now, but
no comment.
yes, that's
allegedly.
that's a fair point. We need to hear everything out and not get so set in our viewpoint until we hear everything.
No point. No. Like what Brian said. No.
No, I agree. I'm gonna try to, put away my personal biases with the situation and my personal opinion of him based on interactions with me and my friends. And I'm probably gonna cool that down, that conversation. Definitely on the live streams. If I do anything, I'll probably do a solo vid or something. But that's fair. These are our alleged accusations, and we don't know the whole story. But that's all I have to say on that right now, Tony. Is that fair enough?
That's fair.
No comments.
I think I need to slow down a little bit because I do have a lot of personal bias in this certain situation because of issues.
You have an
with
axe
us.
to grind, Max.
Yeah, so I should chill. I should probably personally chill out a little bit on that. Yeah, I
do?
agree there. Yes. All right.
I heard that Max sends.
No. Let's not make jokes.
I can tell volunteer for a fact that's not true.
Yes, I will say props to
No, it's
Snaggy.
not true.
Regardless of the outcome, she is providing an outlet and is actually helping people. If the accusations are true, she's doing good work to help women and in our community.
Oh, she's doing amazing work.
So I do give a lot of props to Saggy, and if you want a more thorough discussion on it, definitely check out her content. Especially, she did a great live stream today about it. Hey, Justin, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. I got off work early, so I decided to say hello.
Oh, that's great, man. We need to work out something with you. We need to do like a horror movie club and have Max watch a horror movie that he hasn't
Midnight
seen.
Society.
What haven't you seen?
I want Max to see Terrifier 1 and 2.
Oh,
I just saw that last night. Oh my god!
Well, don't give me any.
No
don't give me any
sleep.
spoilers.
Team,
Oh
no
no,
sleep.
no sleep.
No.
You should
no.
watch. You should watch Smile. This on Paramount Plus.
I saw that today. I saw all 3 of them today. 2 Terrifier 1 and 2 last night. Smile this morning. And if you want to feel depressed after watching a movie, go watch Smile.
Can't I just watch Aquaman?
You can if you want, but I mean, if you want the same DC
Max
kind
is
of
like
stuff,
me.
sure.
I hate watching horror films. Oh god.
Why is
Well,
that?
no, I don't hate, but I actually get scared.
I don't like scaring myself on purpose, bro. I'm good.
My wife loves it.
Especially like gory type horror films. Oh god, no.
Terrifier 1 and 2 was very.
But my
gory.
wife
is that accurate?
I was saying Max should watch those and we should all talk about it.
I'm thinking about it. Where is it at? Do you have to rent it or is it on a streaming service or?
One is free on Tubi and
Okay, I could do the Tubi one.
Yeah, 2 you might have to find somewhere else.
And Smile is on Paramount Plus right now.
Smile.
Yeah,
Okay.
Smile. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but I left feeling.
No, that movie was a holy fucking.
You know, my wife is one of those horror fans that she does still get scared and she'll watch it anyway. And she's like, I want to watch this, and then I won't watch it because I'm not in the
Horror,
mood.
horror is
And then
a good one.
and then you'll see her in bed, like not going to sleep, like looking like this. And I was like, "You're scared, aren't you?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then she watches something the next day too. She loves. I don't know. I don't.
Well,
Barbarian. Everyone's talking about Barbarian.
Barbarian,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Pearl,
Yeah.
Omen 1 and 2. That's a good one.
Pearl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
Pearl's
that
Girl.
one.
If
Black
you-
Phone
if you
was
really-
pretty good.
Black Phone is
I love
definitely
Black
good.
Phone.
If we
Yeah.
really want to horrify Max, let's show Max Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed.
Oh,
my
that was
God.
great. I don't know what you're talking about.
I love it. No, we did me, CGH, and Max did a Scooby-Doo watch party on Saturday, and Max has some interesting thoughts on the film.
What?
Y'all had a good idea previously. Now that Gunn is one of the heads of DC Studios, he should make like an aged up Scooby-Doo movie with the actors. I would love to see that.
Oh, the cast
Yeah.
was great. The cast I love.
No, Freddie Prinze Jr. is too busy trying to start his own wrestling promotion.
Oh,
It's not going
really?
to happen.
I mean, he still could do it. He still could
It's
do
not
it.
going to happen. Trust me, it's not going to
Make
happen.
it happen.
He's Kane and
Aaron said no.
It's not going to happen.
Aaron said no. Tell him.
James Gunn. If James Gunn call him, he would.
Aaron
do it.
said no.
Too bad
No.
because I want to hear.
He'll
I
do
wanna
the
hear-
movie. He just won't do. He just don't. I just don't think his wrestling promotion is going to ever happen. It's
I
not.
want to
Okay.
hear him say more lines. Say, I think
I know for
Coolsville
a-
sucks.
Yes. I love that. Who was that actress? That reporter?
Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, I miss
Yeah.
her, man.
Clueless.
She's still alive.
I know
Yeah.
she's still alive, but
She's
like,
not. She doesn't do a lot of movies.
but
Because
back in the
wasn't she
'90s,
wasn't she Batgirl in
She's
Batman?
still
Yeah.
our first and only cinematic Batgirl. Yeah,
She's back,
Oh.
man. She's
Lisa
awesome.
Silverstone in the '90s.
or live
She's
action
goat.
cinematic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah. So Max, does that make you want to see Scooby-Doo 2 even more?
All those
Not
Aerosmith
really.
videos.
Oh, come on! You got to admit that reveal was hilarious. But we
No,
cuddled.
that's where it lost me. That's where it lost me. I was like, "Are you serious?"
That was great.
I love how James Gunn had a luchador in the movie for some random reason.
Because they were popular back in the 2000s. That's why.
Yeah.
I'll listen. Alicia Silverstone. That last movie that I watched with my wife about the shark was the most horrible. It was so bad.
What
Was a
shark
real-
movie?
Sharknado.
I have to
No,
look
that's
it up.
Tara Reid.
It was on Hulu. It was on my Hulu subscription.
By
Yeah,
the way, I
Sharknado,
love
okay.
shark movies.
You like Sharknado?
Yeah. This is
I only watch Sharknado for the what kind of celebrities.
the
who are in it.
Requin. The
I only
Requin.
watched the first one, which I was like, okay.
what?
The Requin.
I haven't heard of
The
that one.
Requin.
Requiem?
No,
The
Requin.
Dream?
Stranded at sea after a massive tropical storm, a woman and her injured husband fight for survival as great white sharks circle below. And it was like the action sequences with the shark. Like there's people doing low budget stuff on YouTube that looks better. Like what was that Jack Black movie where they meme movies? That type of
Oh, Be
stuff.
Kind,
looked better.
Rewind.
Oh yeah, that was a good.
Oh,
movie.
That's a
Tropic
good movie.
Thunder?
No, Be Kind, Rewind.
I know a movie. Yeah.
So basically, she's like this, and they cut to B footage of sharks that aren't even in the movie. You could tell it was just they got footage of sharks. It was that bad.
Green screen, yeah, green screen.
No,
film,
he's
yeah.
talking
No,
about B-roll.
they just got B-roll. They didn't even film anything. You could tell. It's just like
Oh, so they
At
were
least
National
was
Geographic
they just went
footage.
like and then
But that's
they
what
cut
makes it funny.
no,
It
and
makes
then
it great.
and then listen, I like an emotional story too, but she, an emotionally dynamic character, but she literally screams and cries the whole movie. It got to a point where it was uncomfortable. It's like
Well,
really.
Wouldn't you?
Jesus.
When you were
No.
in that situation?
Attacked by sharks.
Yeah, wouldn't you? be
Yes, I did.
screaming?
I did find your Steelbook H parts. I'm so sorry. I've got to send it this week.
Still
How the hell is there 6 Sharknado movies?
Because
they're
it's
awesome.
low budget. They're low budget, and you could get them. You could make them for like $300,000.
I'll just say the
And
water
there's a spin-off.
where I have
Lava
been
Tarantula?
access to the ocean has sharks in it, but I've never gone deep enough. So
They're also making
This
a pond
asshole.
from.
I want to see the Lava Lantula now.
What is that?
It's a spin-off of Sharknado. It's about a tarantula from that breathes
Oh,
lava.
What?
Oh, Max, we were having so much fun.
Oh,
That
we
was
don't have to do that
disturbing.
yet. Okay, go ahead.
No, it's your show.
No, go ahead.
The
if you
moment
want to-
passed.
I mean, okay. Has there ever been a shark movie that's been close to as good as Jaws?
Deep Blue Sea was pretty
No,
good.
not
first
even
one.
the sequels.
Well,
Okay.
Austin Powers has sharks with laser
How-
beams.
Okay,
How
well,
is
what's
that-
the second best shark movie?
I would say maybe Deep Blue Sea.
Maybe.
How good or bad was that alligator movie Crawl? I'm very curious.
Crawl was on Jaws level.
Lake Placid was better.
Oh, Betty with Betty White? Yes. Yes.
Lake Placid was amazing.
Oliver Platt.
The Meg was fun. The Meg was
Bill
fun.
Pullman.
No, you're right, Sean. Jaws will never be topped. That's why I'm
Have
rephrasing
you
it.
seen? Hold on. Have you seen Zombie 2, Justin?
There is no Zombie 2.
Yes, there is. Zombie 2, where the shark fights the zombie underwater.
What? No, there's. Wait, you're
What
not
now?
talking about that Dawn of the Dead spinoff? Where
It's like a-
where the sequels are like there's Zombie and then there's Zombie 3, but no Zombie 2.
No, there is a Zombie 2. It's a 1979 movie. It's literally called Zombie 2.
What?
I
Never
didn't
heard
know
of it.
this.
It's the original Italian version of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
I really
That's
like
what
that
he was
Crawl.
saying.
I really like that Crawl movie. I thought it was pretty well done.
Here, hold up, Max.
It's not
play this.
sharks though.
Is that where there's like a tsunami or a hurricane, there's flood? But oh, man, gators are scarier than sharks. You can avoid
Yes.
sharks, just don't
Did
live
you-
on an
did you-
island.
did
Live
you see
in
it,
the
Justin?
Midwest. Huh?
Play
you
this
see
clip,
it?
Max.
I saw
51
Crawl.
seconds.
That's why gators and crocodiles are much scarier. They can crawl on land.
What the heck is
Also,
this? Is this gonna give me this might not give me. I don't think this will get me a claim.
There's a rip
It's so old. It's so old.
called Apes versus Monster. Look it up. Look it up on YouTube. It's funny.
Speaking of sharks, this is from Shark versus Zombie, Zombie 2.
My
What?
God.
The heck?
What?
Yes.
I hope so. That was lame, but also offensive.
Well, how does it not turn into a zombie shark? That's fucking
I wanna know.
Max, you should
cinematic
check this one out.
injustice.
Yes, it is.
If I keep playing trailers, it's gonna get me all kind of claims. Everyone.
Oh,
I don't.
I mean,
Super
check
chat,
that
guys.
one
Come on
out.
now. I'm maxed out now.
Check it out.
Yeah, I will check it out later. I might do a trailer reaction. I still
We
gotta.
have the cranberries.
I still gotta get. I still gotta catch up on my trailer reactions for the members. This is a good one that I could do later. Actually, Brian was gonna plan to do some with me, but yes, I want to see Ape versus Monster.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. It's so funny.
Yes!
I was like,
We saw
what
Ape
the
versus
fuck?
Monster,
so
Godzilla
on
versus
board.
Kong.
No, this is much. This is a spin-off from that universe.
Yeah, but I'll check it out later, Anthony. But if
Yeah,
we
check that out.
maybe if people really want me to do a trailer park stream, I will do that at some other point when I'm prepared.
Well, did you copy Mark
Like-
Garbo?
Well, people seem to want to do that. I can, yeah.
Well, yeah, because they pay him.
Yeah, right. Exactly. No. There is the members benefit, but I'm a little slow on doing them. I gotta get caught up. But this was I didn't see anyone else talking about this. Disney and Disarray layoffs.
I saw a bunch of people talking about Go Wolf.
There's a bunch of people talking about it today.
I didn't see anyone legit talking about it. Like okay, so
It's business.
well, this is unfortunate. Let's see what he has to say. Let's not watch the whole thing, but
Disney's going bankrupt soon. That's why. No.
Yeah, the Disney's going bankrupt according.
They haven't had the banner year they've had in the past. With remember the years where there's like a bunch of $1 billion box office in a row.
Yo, 2019 was
we had a
2019.
pandemic.
box office.
2019, yeah.
Okay.
Hello. What is our second main topic today?
Main topic number 2 comes to us from Omar94, who
I bet you
says,
can't be as happy.
Hi, Campy Crew. There was a story over the weekend.
Why would Campy be happy?
Because he hates Disney.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
What?
He doesn't.
What?
He's a David Asleff dick rider, bro. Like he's all over him.
No.
That
Yes, he is. He's a simp.
And that
he's
means
just-
he hates Disney? I don't get that.
He does hate Disney.
He's just mad that he went to the D23 or something. They didn't get in.
They took his accent.
Here's
He
the
doesn't
thing.
have
He's
accents
the
no more.
same man that revealed Toby, Andrew, and Charlie Cox.
Yeah, that started it all. But George said started it all. Disney did not like that. And Sony did not like that, and they have invited him to the premieres and stuff like that, and he's pissed about this stuff. And D23 is icing on the cake for
Well,
him.
lots of people dislike Bob Chapek.
Well, Bob Chapek.
Yeah,
very,
Chapek,
very
yeah.
funny, Zeno. Very funny. Okay. Casey Wolf said what? I don't
In
know,
fact,
Casey.
Marvel Studios Animation.
All right.
That's
Well,
what he
let's.
said, Donovan.
And I do like the new additions to the John Campea show. I think they're great.
And about Disney beginning layoffs, implementing a hiring freeze, and limiting company travel in a memo written by Bob Chapek. I know you're not the biggest Chapek fans, but what are your thoughts on this? Thanks, and bring on the filthy.
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Omar. And yeah, look, I do not like being. I don't like being negative. I don't. But the reality is sometimes in
That's a damn
fandom,
lie.
from time to time, you're going to be negative. I prefer talking about things I love. That's what I like talking about. But, sometimes there are things that you don't have a positive outlook on. I admittedly do not have a positive outlook on the job that current Disney CEO Bob Chapek has done with the company.
Disney stock price, hard to have a positive outlook.
Disney stock price dropped despite the fact that they've added a bunch of subscribers to Disney Plus. Their
Buy those
losses
stocks
total
right
in the
now.
neighborhood of $4 with a capital B billion in losses and stuff.
Yeah, but
so
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
glad
it
I
is
got
what
out
it
when
is.
I did.
But
Oh, you had some Disney stock?
I did.
You cashed out.
I did. It was out of necessity, but also, yeah.
Okay.
But
I
now
would
that
love-
Buy the dip. Buy the
I
dip.
would love to be able to
Yeah, buy
afford
the
some
dip.
stock.
Buy the dip, Max.
If
You could get WB stock
what's
right
that?
now. for
What
the
are you
cheap
saying,
right now.
Tony?
Buy the dip. It's gonna go back up as soon as
Yeah,
Civil
yeah.
War and everything. So if you buy
Yeah.
now while it's low,
Yeah. Has anyone ever? Maybe Tony actually has stock. Has anyone ever wanted to invest in some entertainment stock?
No.
Well, I already had Disney, but I was thinking about Netflix a while back, but I was a teenager, so what did I know? That would have been a great idea up until like last year.
Yeah, when they fucked
Yeah.
Ray, I know you're a big supporter of entertainment. Have you ever considered maybe I want to buy stock in this company?
No, but I'm more interested in stuff like businesses that go public, like getting in on the ground floor there. So
Okay.
like things that people go to all the time or patron all the time, like whether it be like electronics or like even like coffee shops. I'm like interested in those. So stuff that like basically consumer goods. I'm more interested in that.
You know how I am recovering spending addict? It's a good thing that I don't have money to invest because, Tony, did I ever tell you this? After the Crayola event, I was like,
What?
I saw the Crayola Amico event.
Oh,
I saw the physical
I'm
copies.
thinking about crayons. Okay.
No, I was having a good time, and I was like, if I had some money, I would put a little bit in here. Not a lot, but I would have put it into the Amico, Tony. So it's good thing I was already in debt.
Well, you got scammed for $250, so
Okay, thanks, Anthony. No, but that's probably for the best. Some people are just not,
when's
not
MME
financially
going public
savvy.
next?
Who left? Brian?
Brian, I think he's coming back.
When is MME going public?
It's not.
You don't write it off on your taxes as a business, do you?
Oh, come on, man. You got to get on that.
Bruh.
I mean, I write
Yeah.
off the super chat money, and I write off StreamYards and Paramount Plus and now Peacock. So
You got Peacock?
and
Yeah,
Disney Plus. So
I have to do a better job on my taxes.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
say like you
Yeah.
know, you have to file it.
I have
because you get Google AdSense. They're gonna tax
Yeah.
you on that, so
Yes,
you may
I
as
know.
well. You
Right.
may as well. Like if you buy a microphone or something,
I did
write
buy
it
a
off.
microphone. Yes.
Yeah, and you can do that for the past if you want to.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, I got a new microphone. It costs this much. Write it off.
I could definitely do that this year. I could definitely.
Write off your $200 for the Amico. Say you were investing in the console for your channel.
Well, that was 2 years ago that I paid it.
Well, now you admitted it on stream, so you're screwed now.
Well,
But yeah, you can write off super chats as like donations. if you will. So I mean, you could do. I implore all YouTubers to write off all of their streaming services on their taxes if they haven't already. Even if you're not making money yet, it's a good idea.
No, it's not an Avatar steelbook. Each parts. It's not. Do you have any other guess at what it would be? What steelbook do you think would send 8 parts?
Justice League.
Nope.
Man of Steel.
No. Let's get back. It's
Justice
Kingsport.
League.
And shout out to Kingsport Cow. It was nice having him on the member stream last on Sunday. It was cool getting to know him a little bit better. Okay. Justin Proper, $5. Consider this my investment for Geeks and Gamers Entertainment.
Oh,
I'm taking Geeks and Gamers Entertainment public. Yeah, I'll take that one public. Oh, thank you, Justin.
Oh, you got to admit that was a good one.
Yes, it was. No dogs, please no. Please no. I'm gonna have to come right back because I'll put them away because they're broken. I'll give them a biscuit. That'll shut them up for a while.
So Ray, you really think that we should have a watch party of Terrifier with Max? Are you down for that?
Oh, I was suggesting he watch it and then like we have a discussion panel. Maybe like add it to as a segment to one of his existing shows. Maybe like a member stream.
Yeah, that would be fun. I would be down for that.
I think that's more realistic, I guess, with like everyone's schedules and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't think Max
would,
is gonna like it.
Yeah, I really. Oh man, if only Max did like reaction videos and like got the file for the video for the movie, and you could cut scenes of him like be like, oh.
When they cut that lady in half.
Hmm.
When they saw that lady in half.
I don't know what you're talking about. Spoiler.
Oh, they kill a lady in a movie.
No, it's
about
okay.
killing
Max
people.
isn't here, so it's fine.
Ain't that like every horror movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
But the way they do it in this movie.
Yeah, that's like that's an old method of killing people that is really messed up.
Yeah. What is?
I don't know what cultures did that 1,000 years ago, but they did it, and I can't believe they did it here. And this was such a low budget film too, and the actor who played Art the Clown was phenomenal.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah,
Big
this was
fan.
like Friday the 13th on steroids, like mega steroids.
What is it?
Terrifier. We went back to that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like all of those 80s slasher films on like mega Lance Armstrong steroids. Like it's crazy.
The budget is like $250,000. It made $10 million the second one, which is crazy. Which is good. It's good for them, and they can make a third one that's probably gonna cost them more.
So Callie destroyed the blanket on the couch. We have a blanket sometimes for it's cold on the couch. All the stuffing is all.
Just buy a new one.
Oh, by the way, Max, Terrifier 2 is still out in theaters.
Oh, okay.
No, it's on VOD.
Oh.
It is as well, but I don't know where.
Well, let's watch a
That's a
little
good
bit of
question,
this to see what. I had this was out of the blue for me. I didn't see this coming.
You also have to recognize that, and I bring this up all the time, despite the fact that I'm not a big Bob Chapek fan, I have to keep reminding myself, and I think we need to always remind ourselves, that Bob Chapek, as terrible of a job as he's done as CEO of Disney.
Is that fair?
What? What did he say?
They were already having some issues with funds before he came on. He's cut down costs.
Yes. He's done a terrible job with the Scarlett Johansson and stuff. We heard that Kevin Feige was pissed about it. He keep fucking with Kevin Feige with the runtimes with Marvel movies, and then stuff. They literally just announced like two. I don't know. I don't like Bob Chapek. He needs to be gone. They need to bring back Bob Iger ASAP.
Well, it's a similar. Chapek's getting a lot of that same energy that Zaslav's getting. But what are you going to do?
Good.
With the I don't know. Does anyone else? Aaron, George, Rhea, do you have any issue with Chapek?
I personally don't, because I know that the rate that they need to pump out content is, I guess, it's parallel to what they're trying to achieve with the parks and all these other like amusement things and attractions and stuff to kind of like match that profitability that they're getting from those avenues. So I know that that's Chapek's area, and he's trying to like match that or mirror it somewhat with the content. And I know that like when we originally were talking about this, like it was kind of like, what, you're gonna get the parks guy to like, you know, manage entertainment as well. So I think it was similar to what Kathleen Kennedy had to do with Star Wars, where there was sort of this rough learning period of like understanding how to convert your knowledge of like one area of the business to apply to what your new, you know, role is. And I kind of see that, you know, this is still kind of like a learning period of somewhat. And maybe just like what Kathleen Kennedy learned down the road was to like trust her creatives and her team around her to make those executive decisions. And then she just sort of signs off on them instead of trying to make every executive decision themselves. So that was like a long-winded way of like trying to like draw parallels or like draw comparisons to what we've seen so far, where like it's kind of rough, but it'll like, you know, level out, and then eventually they'll see what works. But yeah, like
I see it a little differently. I'll tell you why. We're, you know, the pandemic is not really over, even though we think it is, and the economy is not really recovering. I mean, we have a job, people are back to work, obviously, but it's not recovering. And actually, we're kind of going the opposite way again. We're actually going into recession again, and this is a product of a recession. People lose jobs.
I'm pretty sure we're in a depression already, Aaron.
Yeah, depression. Yeah.
You think, Tony? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, by the technical definition of a depression, yeah.
I'm in a depression after Smile.
That movie's it's deep.
Well,
it cut a little too deep.
Max, you should watch it. It's on Paramount Plus.
You need a hug, Justin?
I do.
Justin always needs a hug.
Everyone needs a hug every now and then.
Were you hugging yourself or doing Wakanda Forever?
Is that
Oh my god!
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know. Maybe? I don't know.
Well,
I didn't know that was was that what they do? Like they just hug themselves or something, or
No, Wakanda Forever.
No,
You have to do
Oh,
the fist.
no,
You have
that's
to do
that.
the fist.
yeah.
You're not in
But
depression.
didn't like Wolverine do that with like his?
Matt Jarbo says we're not. Okay.
Speak for
says
everything's
yourself.
more
I
expensive?
am. I am personally. So
Inflation, all that.
I don't know.
Lots of people are being impacted. I know. I talk with customers all the time that are being impacted. So, let me.
I of course was talking about the movie stuff.
Unemployed
I don't have
is
anything to say about the
3.7%.
economy. I don't really. Yeah, that shouldn't be what we are talking about on this stream. But
No, definitely not.
Sean says we're not. You have to hit 7% or higher unemployment. Is what he's saying.
yeah, okay.
I don't know. I do know gas is still over $4, and groceries are expensive, and everything else is expensive. But that's all everyone's raising their price. I think Disney Plus raised their price too recently.
Yeah.
And they might have some people when they do that. You have a burn rate of people like, are they really going to? Maybe not as many people stuck to it, to the service after they raised prices. Like, nah, maybe they were like pushed too far, based on people's wallets right now. People are gonna start pick and choosing because everyone's raising their prices. I know. Callie got it. I just put her away after I realized she killed the blanket. My wife just came down inside. She saw the living room floor.
Bro, just buy a new blanket.
Yeah, but you got to do that every time the dog destroys it. It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Well, stop buying those kind
Get
of
a
blankets,
blanket
man.
just for them to rip apart.
Don't get the kind that's stuffed with stuff. Just get like almost like a rug.
DL is here.
Hey, DL.
DL wanted to come on because he's a big Bob Chapek fan.
No, I'm
Oh
not.
my god!
Not at all.
What do you think about this news about Disney in disarray, layoffs, travel restrictions, cost cutting, and Bob Chapek?
I kind of saw that coming, to be honest.
Oh wow! You should be my source.
No. But and of course, Bob Chapek is panicking and making reactionary decisions. Like,
oh, you think?
Yeah, I don't think this. I think he's overreacting. So I don't know. I don't think this is going to be beneficial. There could have been other methods he could have looked at before doing all this, but I'm not an expert at all this, obviously, but Chapek, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it for right now. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Your sentiment is it seems very similar to other opinions out there. People are not a fan.
Also, like, if this is going to affect the content that they're going to release, it's going to be a domino effect later. If it's gonna cut off certain products, like, we'll see what happens with Disney Plus. A couple,
well, even though I like a lot of content, maybe this is a good question for the panel. Do you think we've got to the point where there's too much content, where it's getting to the point where it's maybe sacrificing some success for each because there's so much content?
I think there is sort of like this, I guess, some concessions being made for like the quantity of content that you need to perpetually put out on these platforms in order to sustain and grow your subscriber base versus like the quality. I know that that's subjective, but there is inherent like objective facts and like qualities such as like, the CGI and maybe like the length of seasons and just like the overall like cinematography and look of a show. It can feel cheap compared to like other products that we've seen in the past that maybe like did not come out as frequently or maybe had a higher budget or more of a production process around it rather than being on a conveyor belt to continue to push more and more out, which is I think is where we're at right now. So Max, yeah, to your point, I do agree.
Yeah, it always felt like it was quantity over quality, and content being stretched too thin, and they can't spend a whole bunch of their budget on all of these projects at the same time, and you're seeing affecting certain stuff. So
yeah, I wouldn't limit it to just how it looks visually, but also storytelling. When you rush that process, you see a lot more flaws in it. You see plot holes, or just and it's different. Like if there's a story that you just don't like, that's one thing. That's your personal take. But there's also that idea that if it's if a large portion of people who watch it, they oh my gosh, this is crap. Like, what were you thinking? This isn't, maybe it's not well thought out. That's, I think, is more of a turnoff than if a CGI effect is not great, because I don't see that as much as I do. Like, I focus more on story over aesthetics personally.
Oh no, I definitely agree, and you guys know how I felt about the Marvel shows up until this point. And Star Wars does have a couple of hidden gems there, but I feel like there's been more questionable stuff than good. So definitely,
like with Mandalorian.
I mean, I feel like Mandalorian, and I guess for people that love Andor, those still seem to be the only standouts. Well, I guess animated stuff too, but as far as like the Book of Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, stuff like that, like it's been mixed.
Well, to be fair, like,
go ahead.
A lot of these projects were supposed to come out during 2020 and 2021. If COVID never happened, it would have been different.
All right, Tony says he has to head out. Thank you, Tony, for joining us.
Have a good night.
I would have been here for the whole show if you started on time, Max.
Oh, that's true.
But I'm out of here later.
And I kind of wish that COVID never happened, because like all these things would have been come out in 2020 and 2020.
We all wish COVID never happened.
Yeah, and
I was going to say that Andor coming out is kind of a miracle in this current climate. 12 episodes at the budget it got, and it's like this super really niche character, And it's all like, it's not a visual spectacle or some sort of like fan service Easter egg driven show. Like, yeah, I'm all this conversation's making me realize like this show like probably should not exist right now in this climate, but it is, and it's thriving. Well, in my opinion, I think that it's like, it's proof that, you know, like good content can still be made under these types of circumstances.
But when did they film this? You know, a year
That's
ago?
a good question.
Probably.
I think it's actually. I think it's
2021 maybe. Or 20,
yeah, because that's when things really started to pick up again. You know, you still had crew members wearing masks and stuff, but I don't think it's as bad as now than that we might think. But maybe last year, maybe.
I mean,
but more so
the flu is
that
bad
were
right
shot
now.
in 2020. Oh my goodness, I can only imagine.
The flu is terrible right now.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for Ahsoka. Oh,
that
boy.
show is gonna be amazing. It's a sequel to Rebel. Oh my god.
Only a few months to Mando, man.
Yeah, in February. It's coming in February. Yeah.
The Acolyte and Ahsoka are some of my most anticipated.
Oh, Acolyte is a series, not a movie?
Yeah.
It's a series. It's like 8 episodes or something, I believe. I'm not sure.
Sean, and check out Sean is on a podcast this Thursday. He's getting an interview. I don't know if it's your podcast or someone else's. He posted in our DM group. I want to definitely check that out, Sean. They are also doing ad tiers, which I actually think is a good thing. That gives people that have less income to still watch some of the content, and gives people more choices is always a good thing. And I'm really happy for that. And that is another revenue stream for some of these projects. And I can't wait until more services provide that.
Also, HBO is going to have a free ad tier like Tubi and Pluto. So like what the Gressity said.
That's a great thing. Not everyone has all this income, and that's a great opportunity for a lot of people that still have Wi-Fi connection but don't have the money to subscribe. So I'm all for that. But there is also a cost.
I pay $20. I pay
for ad free.
Vari, that's because they're filmed during COVID and they want to be inside for COVID. They've been a safe space.
I think Disney, out of most studios, really did not delay most of their project, and I think that were some of the.
No, they did.
They did delay, yes.
Not as much as the other studios, though.
No, all of them delayed. All the Marvel stuff in Phase 4 was delayed except for Eternals.
And this is also another revenue stream. If they start putting these exclusives
on TV,
well, they're no longer exclusives now. They're going to have a cable TV release for a new Star Wars show Andor. So it's going to be
good. It should have been the first 3 episodes, but you know.
And Black Widow. My mistake. Black Widow was filmed during
ABC and Hulu for Thanksgiving, so you don't even have to have Disney Plus.
I don't know if I would want to release the first 3 episodes, but you know, I guess it's for people that love it. You know, I don't.
And what does it say up there? NBC, FX, and what? Freedom, Forum, and Hulu. That's not bad, actually.
But it's only the first 2 episodes. That's weird. I thought they meant
it should have been the first 3. I don't know what they were thinking.
It should be the first 3. It should not just be the first 2.
Yeah. I honestly, even though I enjoyed those first 2 episodes, I don't think that's going to hook many new people.
No,
because you really have to get in the groove with that show. And the 3rd episode was really where it starts to get good, you know.
the Gressity is saying Disney Plus physical media is coming soon. They should release Mando on physical media.
You told me that.
I gotta buy. I'm definitely buying Mando on physical media. If they make Loki,
they are doing that. You know, this is hey, I have an interesting topic because of Disney's financial struggles now. It may actually help for physical media collectors because it's another revenue stream that they could double dip on their library of content. Whereas if they were financially successful, they may not need this. Does anyone have thoughts? Maybe we'll go to Rhea first. Do you see that angle where they were pretty much focusing on Disney Plus? They may have kept things in the vault, but now that they need another influx of funds, they may go another route, is releasing some of these shows, and that also reaches people that don't have, like maybe out in the country, that don't have great internet. Another revenue stream where do you think they would have still done this if they weren't in the financial situation?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they're timing this with, all of these different, cost cutting measures, because I feel like the physical media was something that was being murmured about prior to this announcement. But if it is part of this announcement, like in response to that, then I think that does make sense what you said about folks who can't, stream like this high quality 4K, stunning sound quality experience like other folks with like home theaters and stuff. But yeah, so I agree with that. I think what I'm curious about is like, what are they going to keep exclusive to the streaming platform, so that it's not like a one-to-one, oh, you can buy the Blu-ray of the season instead of just paying for paying perpetually for a subscription to Disney Plus. So I have a feeling that because of the slight enhancements in the view, in like sound or whatever, on the streaming quality of some of the series or movies or whatever on Disney Plus, that might stay exclusive even on the like Blu-ray release. I don't know. That's my speculation.
Yeah, I think some of the IMAX enhanced movies would stay exclusive, even though I wish they would get a physical release. I'm thinking all the series. Hopefully, it sounds like the series are gonna go.
I think Mandalorian, what is it? Mandalorian, what is it? Fuck.
I'll tell
Every
you what.
Marvel show
If I see a Mandalorian Steelbook, it is going to be so hard not to buy that. Yeah.
Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, and Andor. If they release that all physical media, and what?
I personally don't think that Disney would go the route of physical media unless they needed some influx of funds. Personally, because I was so many years buying their products, physical steelbooks and Blu-rays. I saw once Disney Plus started, that was in the tail end of my collection problems of buying too much. They really started limiting, and they actually cut things off. Like Rebels only got 2 seasons physical, and then they stopped.
Yeah,
so
it seems like physical media wasn't their priority since Disney Plus was there. So they could put all
Yeah,
the
but like I got the Marvel Infinity box set. Like I want all those shows. Like every show that they have to have in physical media, I want them. I don't want them like to be exclusive. You can keep some. I just want them like to have them.
Yeah, I was a part of the Disney Movie Club, Degrassi, and it's hard as heck to cancel. That was really hard. They do not let you cancel easy. It's very hard to cancel. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it would be nice, like when Mandalorian season 3 comes out, that they have a trilogy steelbook box set for Mandalorian or something like that. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Well, you'd have to perhaps include Book of Boba Fett. At least those couple of episodes. That's very important to fill in the gaps. I couldn't imagine that not being a part of that.
Your audio is popping, Justin. It's like,
I'd be fine with that if they wanted to include Boba Fett in there. Because
George, what do you think? Do you think Disney would be going back to physical media this much as if they weren't looking for other revenue sources? That's my just opinion. I think they're looking for, what can we go back to that gave us some revenue in the past to help make these projects more profitable than just the Disney Plus.
I think they should. I know, like, here's the thing. I think the movies are still doing well on home media. Like, whenever I go to Target, I see a lot of like Marvel movies are like sold out, and even like the Star Wars movies. So like they clearly, like, people are clearly still buying the movies on home media. I think it's a question of what about these TV shows? Because like you see the movies like still being sold, but you don't really see the TV shows. And like, here's the thing: I see like Netflix, like I see like a lot of the shows that are on Netflix still being sold on DVD, like Cobra Kai. So like, if you can do
Stranger Things,
yeah, and if you can do it, and if Netflix can like do it, like Disney Plus, I think they should start looking at that as like an option.
Well,
I think one of my
Go
ahead.
Now your volume's good. It was like really loud for a second. Go ahead.
Okay. You can go ahead with the grass.
I was gonna say maybe they stopped the steel books they stopped the steelbooks after season 2, and they just did regular. Maybe that was what it was.
Oh, okay. So one of my favorite things about buying DVDs when I was a kid was, especially if the movie was good, I would either if it was a Spielberg film, would love to watch, all of the bonus features. That was the real sell. All of the bonus features, the interviews, what people thought of different aspects of the film, getting into the mindset of, of Spielberg or all these other directors, talking about their films. But my absolute favorite were the commentaries. Going from shot to shot of, we're watching it with these guys who made this movie or made this TV series. One of the biggest sells for like The Simpsons, I bought the first 10 seasons of The Simpsons, and they had commentaries of a lot of the episodes, and listening to Conan O'Brien in an audio commentary talking about the monorail episode, I was in love with that. I absolutely loved it. Hearing all of those guys talk about like, where did this idea come from? Where did that idea come from? Why this was in here? Over there, there's a shot of that. A lot of people missed that. That's something that is worthwhile to me. But maybe I'm in the minority here.
I agree with you because Disney had them.
Masses is what I mean. But
yeah, it's like it seems like even like with physical media nowadays, there's not as much features as you said. Like they kind of like are cutting back on all those features now, and it's really disappointing. Like even if you do have the physical media.
Well, George, post your channel before you go, but George has to head out. And just to give everyone a heads up, to the 2-hour mark is where we're going to end the show. Don't want to go past the 2-hour mark. But George, thank you so much for visiting, and make sure to pimp your channel on the way out. Go sub to George.
Anytime. I'm 24 subscribers away from getting to 100.
Yeah, go get George 100.
Yeah, let's get to 100. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone.
All right, you too.
I know, Disney does the documentaries on how they make these shows. They should put that on Steelbooks, like they did it with The Mandalorian. They did it with
the best era
Marvel, for stuff like that. They need to do that.
The best era for special features was DVD, because also they put
Yeah.
everything on there. It did vary in video quality. Some stuff was like not the best quality, but you had the most content. And not a lot of that went over to the HD era. Some of it is locked to DVD. And I actually think in the future, some of these DVD special features, special editions are going to be more expensive than the Blu-ray versions, because some of this stuff is just going to be lost. There's so many
possibly
DVD.
a lot of them transfer over, but
Not if it doesn't reach the benchmark of HD. They just drop some of the special features. In a lot of cases, unless you're a really high production movie, that everything was filmed in also HD or transferable. Just a lot of that stuff did not get. It just didn't continue.
Oh well, my Back to the Future collection, they still have all the old bonus features.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that I think part of it too is that a lot of like classic movies or older movies, a lot of the licensing gets tied up in litigation over the years. So it may have been released in a region on DVD at one point, but because of all those issues keeping it from being released on Blu-ray, to Max's point, it becomes highly sought after and stuff like that. And then the added factor that you just mentioned about like, well, what if some of those features are, not like transferable or, recoverable from the media? Yeah.
Oh, here's George's. Go get him to 100, everyone. Let's support a great content creator, a great friend, George. Yes, I agree.
Hey, Max. Yeah. For us too. I hope when the Avatar sequels come out for physical media, I hope they don't snub us with the special features on that too, because I would love to see.
It's James Cameron. James
Cameron is gonna go.
I have my special edition of Avatar with the extra scenes. I was just upset that they never released the 3D version of it.
They didn't release the 3D version.
not
Oh,
of the
Disney
not of the longer cut.
Oh wow.
That's interesting. Maybe Disney's probably going to put on Disney Plus.
Degrassi says there's plenty of SD special. Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right. I'll be real. I haven't. When I stopped buying things as much, I was starting to collect 4K steelbooks, but I did not get into 4K as much as Blu-ray. And it's probably good.
No,
Probably good for my sanity and budget.
Yeah. I don't have a 4K player or any of that yet. I just have Blu-ray.
Well, I mean, what's after 4K? It's gonna be something else. That's gonna be on a disc.
8K.
I doubt that we'll get 8K discs.
You have
Maybe.
8K TVs already.
They might sell like 32 millimeter projections for all I know.
Well,
I hope so. I hope so. That'd be cool. You know, if you have a home theater, you're rich. Absolutely.
We do have to move on because I want to go on a shopping spree after this conversation.
Oh yeah, we have this topic that we were going to talk about.
No. I'm going like I gotta get them before they're out. Before they're gone forever. All these 4Ks and steel. No. I'll watch it. I'll watch it on streaming. I do have a good collection I could go back to though. Definitely, I do have Aquaman on Steelbook. I didn't really look into those special features yet. But the really one I want to break out again is Avatar though, and go look at the special features there.
I will say that the two DVDs that I was despised because of the special features, the original Friday the 13th, when I just bought that one movie. What's the bonus feature? The trailer. Boo! And then Harold and Kumar, that third movie, A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas, had no special features. I was like, why did I bother? Why did I buy this?
What were you gonna say? Yeah, I understand being let down. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to hear a funny story about Steelbook. So I pre-ordered Sonic Frontiers, and it came with a free Steelbook from Best Buy. So Best Buy fulfilled the Steelbook before fulfilling the game, and I got the Steelbook, opened it up, and it wasn't for the Switch. It was for disc. I don't think a Steelbook for the Switch exists. So they just sent me a Steelbook case for the Switch edition, but it's really intended for, like, you know, the Xbox or PlayStation version.
Well, they do have Switch Steelbooks because I have some, but I don't know if every company does it.
Right, for this specific game, I don't know if a Switch Steelbook case exists. I just thought that was funny.
Oh yeah. I love the mini Steelbooks for the Switch, but I've had that too where they send a regular size Steelbook. I'm like, oh, maybe it's just the Best Buy doesn't, you know, they run out of the one and then they just send you one they have. I think.
Yeah.
I think those are the ones that if they do have multiple Steelbooks, I think the Switch ones go first, and then they have a pre-order. They're like, well, give them the other one. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. That could be frustrating. Let's only watch like a minute or two more of this to see what else he has to say. But
he took over Disney in the most terrible,
I agree with this,
ridiculous, and difficult circumstances that you could possibly enter that job. Your theme parks were closed. Production was shut down. Movie theaters were closed. Your cruises were shut down. Like that was the environment that Bob Chapek had to take over Disney. And as much as the fact that I don't think he's done a good job, you got to say, man, he took it over in the most awful circumstances. And I think I got to remind myself of that. I think we all need to remind ourselves of that. That being said, you can really tell the type of a leader you get when adversity hits. It's easy to look like a great leader when everything's going well. It's different when things aren't going so well. When the wind is blowing not at your back, but in your face, and when you're facing some adversity. So right now, Disney, understanding a lot of the circumstances, still dealing with the ramifications of the pandemic and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of things catching up and whatever. How do you respond to this adversity? You know, that, hey, we've lost money, our stock price took a hit.
I think he's going to go hot here in a minute.
What do we do with our direction? And in my opinion, he's having totally the wrong reaction to all this. This comes to us from CNBC, who are writing about the
I didn't realize it was that bad. It's going down that much.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not looking.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I sold it at like 160 something.
Good job.
I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, but if you buy it now, it will go up. Regardless.
Yeah.
Maybe, or it'll
Down-
go down to
depends. It depends.
75.
From a year, it's down 47 points. From a year ago, wow.
The what's going on over at Disney right now, and some of the new edicts that Bob Chapek is putting down right now. CNBC said the following. They said this: "We are limiting headcount additions through a targeted hiring freeze," CEO Bob Chapek said in a memo to division leads sent this Friday and obtained by CNBC. Hiring for the small subset of the most crucial business driving positions will continue, but all other roles are on hold, he added. As we work through this evaluation process, we will look at every avenue of operations and labor to find savings. As we do anticipate some staff reductions, that's code for, hey, everybody, get ready. We're about to have more layoffs. Some staff reductions as a part of this review. Chapek also told executive business travel should be limited to essential trips only. Meetings should be conducted virtually as much as possible, he wrote in the memo.
That makes sense.
Chapek also says that Disney will also be conducting a rigorous review of the company's content and marketing spending. That, of course, now keep this up for a minute. I want to look at some of this, to highlight some of these things.
Sounds like
Number
Warner
one,
Brothers.
hiring freezes. Number two, layoffs. Number three, restricting travel. Number four, can't even meet together. Do it over Zoom.
I agree with that. I mean, in this day and age, if your company is struggling and you're also laying people off, I think that's very justified. Like, how can you justify big expenditures for big business trips and just to meet in person when you're laying off your staff?
Yeah.
I have no issue with that.
I mean, that's
Feige's not leaving anytime soon. He will leave probably after he finishes Avengers movie.
Oh, they're not. They can't afford to let him go right now. They can't.
He's leaving.
Number five, we're going to cut back on our content spending. Number six, we're going to cut back on our marketing spending. All right. This is your classic wrong overreaction. You know, one of my big
I don't know. Before he gets to his explanation, does anyone have an initial reaction to that?
Yeah, there's certain things where I'm like, wait, what? I mean, the layoffs, I guess you can't help. Zoom call meetings, okay, fine, but the content, I don't know, man. Like, jeez, you let Feige go, Marvel's gonna go down the toilet. I'm telling you that right now. Don't let him go. Do not let him go.
Is that even on the table?
I hope it's not on the table. I hope it's not. Oh, Kathleen Kennedy.
Well, that's tough. That's really tough.
I mean, my initial reaction is always to the manpower or woman power, whatever, in people.
No, you said manpower. No, you sexist.
I always go to people first, and then that other stuff. I have no issue with people cutting costs. What I don't know. Were you going to say something, Rhea?
Oh no, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. DL, do you want to say anything? You know, my initial thought there is save people's jobs. I have no issues with you micromanaging other expenditures in the company if you're also laying people off.
I mean, Warner Brothers is doing the same thing right now. Like, they laying off, cutting costs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know about
it's a reality.
Yeah.
It's a reality nowadays in entertainment industry.
I do think you need to keep the essentials and like maybe cut back on some of the content that they're releasing. You know, maybe that would be the best route because they don't need to release all this content at once. Maybe that could help. And then as far as like maybe they might need to reevaluate stuff with the parks as well. But I don't know. This does
and
feel
also the budgets of movies like characters. Like if you're doing Blade, a Blade movie should not cost $200 to make. $200 million. It should cost between $100 million. or 122 million. Like,
Yeah, there does
you
not
know.
need to be a $200 million
Yeah.
Blade movie.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't.
But I want a
Shang-Chi,
$200 million Blade movie.
No.
Yeah, that's because we're spoiled. We're spoiled.
Yeah, we spoiled. Yeah,
That's
but
the
no,
problem.
You can't do that. Just you got to keep calling. Yeah.
It's the right time for Daredevil. Daredevil. Even though that was a great series, I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was expensive to create that more ground level.
It filmed in New York most of the times. Because I remember because I was around the set when they filmed in New York. No, that was probably cheap to do. It's not like that expensive.
All right. Well, let's watch. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, let's do the video.
Okay, I was just gonna play like a minute more to see his hot take.
Criticisms that I used to have of Warner Brothers years ago was they were too reactionary. They never trusted their plan. They never came. Well, first of all, they never bothered to come up with much of a plan. But then, whatever plans they did come up with, they never believed in their plan. You know,
or they're filmmakers.
Or they're filmmakers. Sometimes, listen, when you have a plan, you got to have the discernment to know when it's time to deviate. But you also got to understand that when you have a plan and you have a direction, sometimes you might hit a speed bump, but you need to keep going in that direction, right? We are accustomed to the story of Disney being success after success after success. But what happens when you hit some adversity? Well, apparently, if you're Disney and you're Bob Chapek, your first reaction to the first signs of adversity is lay people off, don't travel anymore, don't go to essential meetings or stuff like that, do everything over Zoom, bring in RC Cola instead of Coca-Cola into the confectionery.
That's enough to make me quit. You don't have to lay me off.
Yeah, you have to lay me off. Let's not spend as much money on our content and let's not spend money on our marketing. This is the absolute wrong direction for them. Now, listen, you know me. I am an advocate for fiscal responsibility in entertainment corporations. I've been an advocate for that.
Let's
a lot of raisins.
I skipped to Robert Meyer because we know which way he's going. I have no issue with that. What do you want him to do? You don't want to get into a Warner Brothers situation where they have to go into a merger, right?
I mean, I guess so. Like, this is inevitable, and I guess Bob Chapek's hands are tied. But it's just like Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, Campia just sounds so like ill-informed. Like you're looking right at the article, yet you're spouting out something like completely different from what it's telling you, and you don't even bother to go to the actual facts that are being outlined.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm starting to get because I don't really follow this guy. I don't know who he is. I just know who he is from like y'all, but I don't engage in his content. Robert Meyer Burnett seems pretty cool because he's actually like an industry vet and kind of knows what he's talking about. So I like his takes. But this guy's like talking about like cutting costs for production and marketing, and I'm like, no, they're cutting out all these other employee expenses related to the actual labor that don't, as long as it's like the labor is being done wherever, then that is going to help improve the ability to continue to spend heavily on the actual production and marketing of these projects, because these projects can't afford to not, be, big ticket spending, like $200 million projects, because they need to bet high in order to achieve a high box office. So they're investing that $200 million into potentially a Blade movie in order to hopefully yield a $700-800 million, box office. So all these cost-cutting measures, although like I'm not signing off of it, I'm not endorsing these decisions. It doesn't include the actual important stuff for the products that they're putting out, which includes marketing and production. They're trying to conserve their ability to spend high on those projects, on these projects, and cut out the actual day-to-day
he said unnecessary
superfluous costs, quote unquote superfluous. Like, I know that's subjective, but yeah.
Yeah, he said unnecessary traveling, unnecessary.
Right.
We gotta travel to have a meeting. Like I understand that. It did sound like for a second that they're gonna hire for PAs, production assistants. They're gonna instead of their usual rate before the pandemic, it'll be like what, $12 an hour again No. There are so many people who are going to flock other companies.
Well,
It's like, oh, but it's the privilege of having your name on a Disney product. No. We have to make a living.
Exactly.
So that's what it sounded like for a second, but I think I understand now more what you were talking about.
From the outside looking in, it seems like Hollywood is like a kind of wine and dining their employees and talent to get new agreements and stuff. And there's a lot of unnecessary spending that might be in the industry, but there's ways you could tighten. I have no issue with that whatsoever, especially if they keep it the content. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be very hard for these, these A-list actors to cut their rate, because if they cut their rate, then you'll have you'll be able to hire better talent, below the line talent. But they're not going to do that because they're all so used to getting seven, maybe 8 figures on a project on each Marvel film, and that costs a lot of money. If you cut that fucker in half, if they were real, if they were really concerned, and if they practiced what they preached, they would cut their salaries so that all the people who work hard, the hundreds, thousands of people that work very hard, and you're making more than most of them combined. If you really cared, then yeah, you would make that sacrifice, but they won't. They're used to that. So it's such a weird. I don't know. Maybe what I'm saying is bullshit. I don't know.
No. On the alternative, I also think like when companies hit the in my opinion, the executives don't cut unnecessary spending while people are getting laid off, and that irks me. Like you're laying off.
Yeah, you're laying off all these people. Yeah,
but you're not cutting your unnecessary spending. So if you are going to have to include that in a statement, and we saw the context with the graphs about how far down Disney stock is from a year ago. It's not unnecessary to make some changes when it's on that much of a decline. But I actually get really offended for the workers if they don't include this other stuff and then they're cutting staff. If you're cutting staff and laying people off, I personally want to know. I mean, companies feel free to do whatever they need themselves, but I feel better about the situation especially since I buy Disney products, that you're also limiting unnecessary expenditures to keep the products better and to keep as many people on as you can, So that actually was a good point for me. But let's just see if Robert Meyer Burnett has anything interesting to say in this video here, this part.
Like that, you've seen adversity come into this. What do you think about these moves that Bob Chapek is making right now for Disney?
Well, look, the thing about these studios is that there is a culture of fear that exists. Everyone's always afraid for their jobs all the time because one bad decision could end your career and follow you around for the rest of your career. So they hang on for as long as they can, making these decisions, whether some are good, some are bad. But the entire culture of this, I mean, Bob Iger worked in the entertainment business since he was young. He had a holistic understanding. I think the problem with Bob Chapek is he only really has worked in one area of the business, and he came up because he was there for a long time, and he gets put in this position. I don't think his skill set was developed in such a way that he's able to navigate these waters as effectively as someone like Bob Iger, somebody who met talent like Frank Sinatra early on in his career and worked his way through many different facets of the industry before he landed where he is. Bob Iger comes from theme parks. For instance, how are those theme parks doing? They keep raising prices. Here in California, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's take this tier away. You don't even want to go to Disneyland anymore.
Nor do
You're
I.
a huge Disneyland fan.
Nope, I canceled my Disneyland membership. I don't go anymore.
I literally still.
Here we go. It is absolutely ridiculous. And on Jimmy Kimmel, Bob Iger was laughing when he said, "I think we increased the prices," and was giggling about it.
Oh, really? That's not a good look.
I'm just like, Bob, come on.
Yeah, it is borderline.
Or his childhood name, Robert. Why are you doing this? Why are you laughing about this? No.
Well,
Yeah,
laughing at increasing prices, that's not a good look. That's not funny.
No, he did do it. He did it on Jimmy Kimmel because Jimmy was joking about, hey, I have this Disney pass because you own Disney owns, what is it? He's on ABC.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he had him on the show, and he's like, yeah, I can't get it in the parks for free, or I can't get any of this, and he's like, well, we actually increased the prices. Like, I can't even get a churro. And like, he's like, I think we increased the prices of the churros. Well, like, oh yeah, to like $6 to $8 for a stupid churro. That's half-assed. Like a
You could get
half-assed
that for like
cheap
$1
churro.
or $2.
Boo! Churros aren't even that good. I don't-
churros are good. Wait a second. Don't.
It's not $8 worth. I'll tell you that.
No,
but it's not $8
no, never.
They do
Never.
it because they know people are still going to pay it.
Yeah, because they're there.
Because they're there.
Yeah.
If you get there, that's the only thing. It is borderline impossible to even plan a trip there because of like all the plans that they have or what they don't have anymore, and it's like all the prices are raised, and it's like you can't even schedule to go on certain rides because of this. It's just ridiculous.
I can't imagine having kids and taking a whole family there. Oh my god.
Oh, bro, you're gonna
Disney
spend your life savings on that.
Yeah, depending on the day. Yeah, that's what pissed me off. It cost me
your cat named
$200
Churro.
just to get into Disneyland and to have the park hopping, but pass. But before that, yeah, I think it was a year before. It was actually the first time I met Jeremy. We met at Disneyland, and yeah, it only cost like $150 to get there, but we knew a guy who worked there, so we got in for free. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, so we
That's
got
a-
that park hop
that's
pass
a-
for free.
That's a great name. We'll just end the video there. That's a great name for a cat. I like the name Churro. My cat is trying to kill me with love. As I sleep, she loves to cuddle and rub up against my stubble on my chin. So lately, I've been waking up not being able to breathe because it's a cat on my face, and my nose and my mouth.
Max, cats
she-
or
she-
dogs?
I love them both.
Dogs are better.
Tell that to my blanket in the living room. She destroyed. My wife just came down and just shook her head like, "Oh God, Kelly."
But yeah, I did like how Robert Meyer Burnett explained that a lot of the intention of what Chapek's doing, like from his tenure, like running the parks, is basically upping prices and cutting features. So yeah, as the production costs for a lot of these projects increase, cutting out features from like transfers over to like cutting out like expenditures on labor that could be done remotely, or yeah, that's basically one of the biggest ones that I noticed, at least, because that does make sense that they would actually try to achieve more with like less production staff. And I know that they outsource or third party a lot of like their CGI or even like other daily labor that goes into the production too. I know that they go to different parts of the world, like Canada or like Georgia, to get those tax cuts. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. Was like I liked that Robert Meyer Burnett called that out.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Oh, I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Well, so much for the 2-hour mark.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. Well,
What?
Matt,
No. Oh, no. I was literally just playing video games and.
Ooh, what were you playing?
What video game?
Ghost Recon Wildlands. I'm just going through that
Tom,
again.
You didn't finish that game yet.
Dude, do you know how big that game is? It's so big.
No. All right, pun aside. There are some games that I refuse to, complete, like Red Dead Redemption. No.
Wait, the first one or the second one?
The first one.
You should.
I don't want to.
The story is so good.
I know it's good,
first
but
one
I know it's already been spoiled what happens. So, but I'm like, I can't.
Can we get a movie?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
I
He'll
I
get it.
understand. I remember 2010 when that came out. I remember like going all the way through that game and then getting to the very end and then just being like, son of a bitch.
I
And
want
then
a
Red Dead
movie.
2 comes along and gives us more John Marston, and you're like, really? You're just gonna tear our heart out again?
I
We
haven't
need a
played
third
Red Dead
one.
2
We need a
yet.
third
I haven't played it yet.
Red Dead 2 is amazing. Like,
It
not
is.
only from just a gameplay perspective, but the story is top tier. So good.
Did
You
you
think we'll get a third one?
do you have any takes on the Disney situation that they're cutting costs?
They'll be
staff?
fine.
Okay.
Like, I mean, this is Disney we're talking about here. They survived the late 80s with Eisner. You know, he actually, well, I should say they survived the mid 80s by going into the late 80s with Eisner. And Eisner really revolutionized a lot of stuff. Chapek is very much going to be a blight on the legacy of the company, but I don't know how much that's entirely his fault. And because again, he's looking at it from the perspective of the bread and butter comes from, you know, the parks, and like it's just the parks are insane. Like they're just so freaking insane. Like, you know, I went 3 years ago and it cost me $150 for one day at Disneyland.
Oh, we're talking about this. I forgot, Ray. Aren't you planning to go to the park soon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot.
I got park hoppers for Universal and Disney World.
Awesome.
Yeah. Did you get them on a deal? Did you buy them individually?
Oh, no deal. I just bought them. Yeah.
How much money do you have?
Well, don't ask that type of question, man.
You
That's
don't
not
ask
cool.
that.
What? I'm not asking her age or religion.
No, she's. As far as I could
It's
tell.
her birthday next week. Yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm just messing
happy
around. Just messing
birthday,
around.
Ray.
Happy birthday.
Like, I know how poor I am, but I'm also a white guy, so I guess it varies.
I'll probably send. I'll send you some like a theme. I'll send you some theme park money on PayPal.
Nah,
like
nah,
$20 to get something on your park.
Well, let me ask you this,
Maybe
Ray.
you
What
could get a churro, or maybe you could get 2 churros.
They're $10 churros. Yeah.
Yes.
$10 each. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do that since you're making the trip. Get a meal on me at the park. It'll only be like a drink and a churro, but
Well, there is the
That's about that
pizza. The pizza
Yes.
place is pretty
Thank
good. That's
you.
the cheapest
Yeah.
I've discovered at a Disneyland is the pizza place. It's like $6 for a slice of pizza, but you're like, well, it's manageable.
Pizza Planet at what?
It's not Pizza. I don't think it's called. I don't remember if they called it Pizza Planet or not, but it's there. It's right next to Space Mountain.
Is it? Oh wait, is it in the Magic Kingdom or is it in Disneyland?
It's in Disneyland. It's in Disneyland.
Oh,
are you being serious that there's Batman? Oh yeah, I have an article.
What Batman dude?
I haven't paid attention to much today of what's been going on.
Well, it's
so-
not. It's just that,
Aslov math is so stupid. Like,
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh, he keeps saying 13 years. We haven't had a
It's
Superman movie in 13 years.
9.
Well, you know, but like, okay, wasn't
well, he's
Oh, he's doubling down on that, or was it just once that he said
he
that?
said it again in another
Said
interview?
it again. Yeah.
Well, it
Twice
says
he said
Warner Zaslav speaks on multi-universe characters. DC film says it will be unified. I think over the next few years, we're going to see a lot of growth and opportunity around DC. There's not going to be 4 Batmans, and so part of our strategy is
3
to drive
Batman.
the hell out of DC.
It's 3.
Well, there's the
Pattinson,
Batman,
Affleck,
Affleck,
Keaton.
and Keaton. Who would have been the 4th?
Bell?
Ian Glenn on Titans.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I mean, I don't know.
That's
I
probably what he's
haven't
talking
watched an
about.
episode of
I
that
mean,
yet.
I would be cool with Keaton, Bale, and Batfleck. That'd be cool.
Well, I think that it appears at this point that they're getting ready to pull back Keaton. Like, whatever plan that was is no longer really happening.
Well, there are some people really pushing that Michael Keaton is still the Batman after the Flash, and I'm like, what?
Boy.
I mean, well,
guess
I
it's
don't think it's
possible.
I don't think it's Affleck though. Like, when we talk about the Batman, what we're talking about here is like who's going to be the DCU Batman, and it could be Affleck, but it's only really going to be like cameos, you know, because like Affleck isn't coming back full time, And I don't even think Cavill is coming back full time for quite some time, if at all. And I stand by that. I know he keeps saying he's back, but again, like he wants to come back, but now we have to see whether or not James Gunn has room for him. Because Gunn, teased Lobo, Gunn teased Mr. Perfect.
Deadman.
And who else?
Deadman.
Yes.
Do you think this is a good thing, cutting down the on-screen Batman?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Look, I'm sorry. I have to say it. I have to be the adult in the room here. Robert Pattinson is the DC Batman. Affleck is not the DC Batman. He's not the DC Batman. He might be like in part of this like Crisis on Infinite Earths thing that they're going for, and I think that's what they're going to be pushing towards. But again, like this is a business thing, right? This is a business thing. And Zack Snyder's Justice League, albeit really good, did not do as well as they wanted it to. And it did, like,
So he also said they're coming close to end of finishing a Bible for DC, which is a term of referring to a roadmap to the brand's cinematic endeavors.
There was no roadmap.
No, that they are doing now, Justin.
They're making a roadmap now.
There wasn't before, but
okay. All right. Whatever roadmap this is, okay.
I want to Batman. I would like the Batman verse and the DC Studios verse with Batman. I like having two Batman.
I mean, that's how it should be. Nothing more, because we can't be oversaturated with Batman again. We can't. It's too much. It is too much.
They confirmed today that Robert Pattinson Batman is 30 years old and Batgirl exists in the Maverick universe.
Okay.
So, and then deleted scenes from the book.
Anyone have an alternate take on that, Rhea? Do you agree with limiting the Batman, or you think it's a wise decision?
I think, basically like cutting off how many multiverse or parallel depictions of this single Bruce Wayne depiction of Batman, whether it be in different parts in his life. I think it's a good move. So like the Robert Pattinson version, and then the Ben Affleck version. I think those are the two primary ones they should focus on. And then obviously we're not 100% sure what capacity we can expect Affleck in, other than the few like announced appearances. But we do know what we're gonna basically get with the Pattinson content. So I think that is a good point, that it seems like that's a very, very clearly where they're gonna probably aim their focus for at least the immediate future.
Well, there's a quote here that I found from Zaslav, also in a that was talked about today. It says, "Marvel is a connected universe. It has a Bible. The key was having one person following everything. All of Marvel is one place. You don't wake up and find that there has been a Batman TV show someplace." So so at this point, we can basically ascertain that they are copying Marvel 100%.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it's about damn time.
Well, we've got to the point of the show where
Well,
we have
Feige's
some
helping them too. No, I'm playing. He's not.
rapid fire.
Don't give Zod
topics.
hope.
Are you going live soon, Matt?
I don't know. I don't really want to.
Do it.
I haven't looked at what's going on today. I haven't really
just give you all
cared.
these topics.
I don't. Yeah, but like your what you find interesting, what I find interesting
That's true.
Are
is
two
he-
very different
Is
things.
he
And I'm
really
also like,
teasing Batmite, or is this a joke?
Wait. Batmite, Meth Man. What the?
Metal Man.
Metal Man.
Meth Man. Meth Man just sounds awesome.
I know. Yeah, that looks like a Meth Man.
Probably in the. What do you think, in the Peacemaker series? Batmite?
Peacemaker will make sense. Imagine this.
Saffron didn't mention anything about projects. The former said he has a penchant for DC Super's Metal Man and Batman.
What is this? What is this dude? No, scroll up to that picture. Like, what is this Batman dude like wearing short shorts? Like, what is that?
It's like a
Mr. It's like
Batman.
Mr.
It's like Spider Pig.
What is
Did
it?
you know Spider Pig in the Spider-Man universe?
Spider Pig is from The Simpsons.
Oh.
No.
Oh boy, this casual.
Now listen, Spider Pig was a great Simpsons joke. Yeah.
Did they really make it a thing?
Did you not watch Into the Spider-Verse?
No, I don't watch cartoons.
What the fuck?
Oh no. We're gonna have to rethink Justin's availability on.
Damn.
Nice seeing you, Justin.
I'm teasing you guys, but no, I haven't seen Into the
Spider-Man.
You that you should. I really want to see that again too. That's one. See,
It's on
you're
Netflix.
you're making members leave, Justin, when you say things like that. Kick. Look at this.
Who invited this
Is anyone excited for Batmite?
No.
Yes, it will be voiced
In
by
the
Ben
right
Affleck.
context. In the right context.
With the
sure.
I'm not really familiar with this this character at all, to be honest.
It's pretty out there character in the DC multiverse.
Why does
I know
he have
Kate.
short
I know
shorts?
Kaden likes it.
I have to know why is there no protection on his
Hey,
leg?
Rational, there's a super chat option here.
This
Look at Rational trying to get you to go live. Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
well, if you got the well, here's the thing with that. Yeah,
Matt has to go. There's a super chat option.
I'll take the money.
Oh, you see,
Dude, are you kidding me? This month's been bad, but it's like it's a weird month for a lot of stuff. So
Well, thank you, Rational, for surpassing my channel and getting Matt to stream. Maybe you could give like a $1 super sticker before you. No, I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want, Rational.
no, I think this Rational wants me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, he wants me to like watch a trailer. I think he sent me the other day.
Okay.
I really don't have.
Oh,
like,
now look at this! Look at this, Rational. You are such a troll. No. Did you see that?
He might.
He didn't have it.
Is H-Barts
No.
even around? I haven't seen him
not
around
cool.
any.
He's around. He's around. He's been. He hasn't been as active, but he's around.
Yeah. And I
He's busy. That's all
I
good.
feel really bad that I really have to get on his steelbook and sending him the steelbook and the mic. But that's not cool, Rational.
What the?
He's like, H parts, give him. Thank you, Marcus. Yes, restore the Snyderverse. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. I want to rewatch this movie. I only watched this when I was a kid.
Which movie?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
There's like a 3-hour cut coming out. Like
Yeah, 3-hour cut.
the 3-hour cut of that movie is coming.
I want to rewatch it.
Wow. Are we watching it in context of the 3-hour cut? Like, is that an option, or are we just going to see like an hour's worth of deleted scenes?
Steve Martin has looked exactly the same for like 40 years.
Yeah,
Well, that is one of the great things about having gray hair earlier in your career is that you never age.
Yeah.
It was so weird seeing him with like dyed hair in Little Shop of Horrors. I was just like, who? I had to like.
Oh yeah.
As a greaser, like that was.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's so good.
Frank Oz is such a great director. Muppets Take Manhattan was one of my favorites of the Muppet movies.
Spies Like Us.
Yes.
That was a really good one.
I mean, that's the end of the like. How?
What about Bob? That was.
Oh, he did. What about Bob?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's more to say about Hamada go to Paramount though? Hamada's going
It's
to Paramount.
not a surprise. Like
Hamada,
bro.
he's gonna go like head up their horror division and like revitalize it because they Smile did well, but apparently the movie isn't good.
Okay. I had some words about it earlier because I watched it today before I went to work, like this afternoon, and the last thing I want to do when I leave a movie is feel depressed.
Okay,
and this movie
I
left me
watched
feel
Smile.
depressed. But is Smile? Have you seen it, Matt?
No, it's on my list of things to watch because
It's on Paramount.
horror movies do surprisingly well on YouTube. Like people really like horror movies.
Yeah, I do as well, and I'm surprised that I haven't I should probably ones that do marginally well, in terms of my channel and how views go. When I have like conversations of, with a panel about like Scream 5 that did all right, and Halloween Ends that did all right. I mean, when these horror movies come out, I want to do more of those because I love this genre. But when a movie like Smile comes out and I just, when I watch it, my face turns into a frown. I'm like, well, maybe that's intentional, sure, but I never want to leave a movie depressed. and void of feeling. You know, like that's not something that's pleasant. You know, and that's why Smile didn't work for me. I don't know.
I understand. I get that.
Yeah.
So
But-
the Watcher says I understand that, Justin. Batmite is from the fifth dimension, is obsessed with Batman, and travels to the past to meet his idol, Batmite.
I don't know what the fuck is that.
He's a Batman fan.
No, I know who Batman is. I'm just talking about. I'm asking this.
Anyone hear about this? This is news to me. The Pale Blue Eye. Netflix unveils a poster for Poe thriller starring Christian Bale.
The fuck is
Wait, it's called a Poe thriller. Oh, Edgar Allan Poe.
The Pale Blue Eye.
The Bale Blue Eye.
I never heard of
The
this.
Bale Blue Eye. Yeah, I love that. That's what I'm gonna call that. I think that's what we should all call that.
Anyone interested in seeing this? I don't know.
Yes, I'm interested
Sure.
in anything with Christian Bale. Honestly.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's really good at I saw him on the Sony set when he was filming Vice with Steve Carell.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that it was him.
I don't
It
know.
was it was very weird. I was like, oh, like who's that old guy? Not knowing that was him. They were breaking
That's
for
cool.
lunch, and we were touring the studio, and we happened to see Steve Carell. You know,
that's
we
cool.
recognized him, but it was like, who's that old guy? Oh,
He give you autograph and a hug.
no, they just passed us. Like we were just touring. You know, like we're not going to interrupt their day. That would be rude.
I don't know. Anyone else interested in this? DL.
I have never heard of
Anthony,
it.
Matt.
I mean, I haven't watched the trailer, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
Who's in it? You got Christian Bale. Scroll
Robert
down.
Duvall, Gillian Anderson.
Oh, okay. Oh, Gillian
Harry
Anderson I
Mellon,
like.
Lucy Boynton.
I was a big fan of X-Files back in the day.
Select theaters in December 6th. January 6th. I'll say January 6th.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Lord.
Limited
That's
theatrical
controversial.
December 23rd before moving to Netflix on January 6th.
What? Why?
So you can
January
actually
6th?
see it in the theaters first.
Well, it's like that Spirited movie for Apple TV Plus. Just like hit theaters the other day, but it drops this Friday.
There is one good thing that that DC's done is I even though I know there's a huge fan base for the Constantine TV series a few years back, it's great to see that Keanu's coming back. I think that's a good decision. I think it's a good decision. Hard R rating with Keanu Reeves sequel, Constantine 2.
Yay!
Well, let's see how.
I want to
Let's go.
rewatch the first one. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Which one? Oh, Constantine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
good.
I think it's on HBO or Netflix. Either of those two. Can't remember.
Although it's sad though because that Constantine is not the series with what's the actor that everyone likes that played in the series?
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. Everyone loves him, and there was kind of a groundswell to bring him back, almost on not like the Snyder Cut, but I think it's a similar groundswell as to
Live
Daredevil.
action, yeah, live action.
Save Daredevil before they actually said it was possible. So I think that would have been cool if they did too. But if you're not going to bring Matt Ryan back, I think this is the next best thing. Because I know a lot of people like that show. Did you ever see that show, Rhea, with Matt Ryan? Oh,
No, I haven't.
people really like that version of Constantine.
That was the one CW thing where I was like,
yeah,
you know what?
It was
that actually wasn't bad.
Oh, do you mean? Well, his show. It was on NBC.
Oh,
Yeah, it
never
was
mind.
NBC.
Okay, then that's why it was good.
Was it only one season?
Yes, because of budget issues.
My wife liked it. I didn't watch. I might have to go back and watch it, but I heard it.
But
was
he
really
also voices the character animation. He's amazing with the DC
And then
universe.
also on Legends of Tomorrow, he popped up.
Yeah, for a couple of episodes, and then he left. I mean, I would love if James Gunn call him back. I think that would be cool, but Keanu, he's just not Constantine. And the movie was okay at the time, but he's just not. Matt Ryan just feel like Constantine, unlike Keanu, he doesn't.
Hey,
So,
Axel. What do you
I think he did. I think Keanu did a good job. Plus, look, say
He did,
say what you will. Say what you will about Constantine, like Shia LaBeouf popping up in it, whatever.
Oh, he's making a
Peter-
cameo in the next one.
Peter Stormare as Satan was like
Oh, that
perfect
was
casting.
crazy. Yes, yes.
He was so good, and Rachel Weisz did a good job, and Jamon Hunsu was also in it, I think, right?
I think he's coming back too for the sequel. To everybody's coming back except for Child Above. He's done.
Well, I mean, Shia, now would be very interesting to see what Shia would bring to the table.
Unless, well, he's doing a new movie with Francis. What's his name? Francis. I forgot his last name. With Francis, the director Francis. Okay, but yeah.
Andor producer explains how season 2 will be very different from season 1. Is everyone caught up on Andor that wants to?
The episode drops tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Andor producer Tony Gilroy discussed how season 2 of its hit show would differ from its first season. To start, the filmmaker noted that having a 5-season run, which was the original plan, would have been physically impossible.
5 seasons? What the?
It would have just been physically impossible. We're about to start shooting the second half in a month, so we've been prepping for the whole last year. There's 2 directors of Pinewood Studios in the UK that are prepping right now. I'm getting ready to go over. They're trying to get all our scripts together.
I thought it says 3 seasons. It was only 2 now.
No, it was only going to be 2 for a while. They, they had talked about that. It was only going to be 2.
He continued how the final season will be very different, and he hopes it will make the meal feel fresh, feel really satisfying. Now, I'm hoping what we're going to do in the second half will make the meal feel really satisfying. With the first year, it's real about him becoming, and the last line of his tranche of 12 episodes will sum up where we've been trying to get to, and we come back a year later, it will be very different. The next 4 years of story are not about becoming a revolutionary. They're about learning to be a leader and how difficult it is to pull the alliance together and what happens to people who are the original gangsters versus the establishment, and a whole lot of different issues.
I mean, it's a lead up to Rogue One, so obviously he's gonna be good.
And he says, I'm carrying forward something like 30 characters. So what becomes interesting is now we could play the negative space when you jump here, what happened in between, the people, what their trajectory was. It's energizing. We will be starting new characters. Obviously, in the next 700 pages, there will be all kinds of new things. It'll just be as granular as we ever were. And really, the second half is about what we do to these people. People grow up, people get tired, and people betray each other. And people change their minds, and people get weak, and people get crazy. All right, that's enough. I don't want to read. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. I'm getting hyped. I was a little worried when the headline was like, "Oh, it's going to be completely different." I'm like, "Wait, no, I like it so far." But then it's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm like, my respect is restored."
Yeah, I mean, are they just gonna cram all of these ideas that they had into this last season?
Yeah, sounds like a
Or are they just gonna weed them apart and kill their darling?
Diego Luna, I think, said, I can't do this for 5 years. We have to kind of alter the plans to get it in the. I don't know if that's originally. I don't know if that's what they're still doing.
It was supposed to be 3 seasons and then come back to 2.
Yeah.
Well, I think also the pandemic had a lot to do with that.
Yeah,
as well.
COVID. Yeah.
So there's a lot.
We'll get out of that. It'll be fine. But
well, whatever was. It's like with the Hollywood writers' strike, where it had an immediate impact, but the fallout lasted for years.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of stuff went down in the process. I would argue that where we find ourselves now is, it's just they're probably going to want to do more of these limited series that can get people in and then keep them, because what they're afraid of is the churn. And that's one of the problems that HBO Max is facing right now is the churn. It's like, because Zaslav even said in that interview, he's all like, 30 million people tuned in for Euphoria. We keep them for 2 months and then they bail out. Like,
Well,
what are we doing to keep them around more? And it's like, yeah, you have to have staggered content.
Because of Zendaya, obviously they're watching because of Zendaya and Cindy too,
and probably because of titties.
I think Sydney Sweeney is a big factor on that one.
Well,
Everyone's, oh my
both
God,
Zendaya.
Zendaya! But it's just like everyone talks about Sydney Sweeney's
They're
boobs.
both big factors now. Hollywood. Zendaya. Well, I ain't going to say never mind.
Someone said, remember? Oh, Ryan. When seasons were 20 episodes or more, I actually don't.
those were the
I
good
actually like the change because there was so much filler in in past shows when they were on syndication and commercials and stuff. A lot of time, not every show, but there's a lot of shows that there's just a lot of filler.
Most.
I'd rather have good story without filler episodes.
Most shows now is like 13 episodes or 15, and that's it. And then you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mando had that problem, especially the first season, and definitely the second season. Like they could have combined episode 1 and 2 of season 1 into one episode, and that would have been fine. Like, I didn't want a whole omelet episode. It was just like, it felt unnecessary. It's just like, we have to make eight episodes, and that's what we're gonna do. And we had to fill the time somehow. We had to pad the series somehow. So, I don't know.
Is it time for Squirrel Girl? I'm up for it.
What she was supposed to get she was supposed to get a TV show a couple years ago.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not a joke.
I mean,
Justin?
we had Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and the Frog Dude. I think it's time for Squirrel Girl.
Did you see the Batman, or I'm sorry, the Suicide Squad with Ratcatcher? She controls rats. What's wrong with a girl that's in touch with squirrels?
It sounds like a joke.
I mean, a talking raccoon sounded like a joke too, but
no, that's also a joke. I stand by that.
I mean,
it's so stupid. It takes me out of the movie.
All right. Now let's appeal to Justin. Now think of it as No, let's think of it as a horror movie. Squirrel Girl. She sends her squirrels at you. Now look. Now he's like,
also
she's coming to eat your nuts.
Oh no!
Yes.
Make it like a femme fatale movie where it's just like Squirrel Girl is dressed in like all sorts of like bondage leather, but she's like, I'm coming for your nuts.
This Marvel project, right?
It's so ridiculous.
Starring Anna Kendrick. Let's do it.
Oh. Remember that girl from NTNT commercial?
I love it. It's so ridiculous. I don't know.
I think that would be interesting too. Actually, I kind of want to see both now. I want to see closets. Oh, come on, Axel! I don't want Bro Star.
I'm all for it, but it's just
put
so
something
silly.
cool on. Put something cool on.
Okay.
Leia feet.
Not the feet. Not the Leia feet. Come on.
No.
Axel, come on.
Stop it. No.
That's okay.
No.
That's fine.
No.
That's fine.
No.
That's the best we're gonna get from Axel.
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Okay, so this is interesting. Will this revitalize Disney Plus if they start doing top tier R-rated content?
Oh, Daredevil Born Again? Yes.
No, they're not doing
You don't
that.
think that could finally get Disney Plus growing in subs again if they have a adult, or not an adult section, but an R-rated mature content that you have to go through the settings to access, but I think that's a growth opportunity for Disney.
It's a pipe dream. It is not happening.
I don't think it's a pipe dream.
Bob Chapek literally said that.
I think
I
think as long as you make it where it's separate from the kids' content and it's still easy on the consumer to access that content, not make it confusing for the consumer to opt into mature. I think that's where I would go.
Oh no! Look, I agree with you 100%. That's what they should do, but they won't do that. They won't.
They will. Marvel Zombies literally TVMA.
Yeah,
literally TVMA. He's only gonna have like 6 episodes.
I don't know if you took over as Bob Chapek. This will be a cool final question here for the stream. If you took over as Bob Chapek, where would you see the most growth opportunity? I think the ads, but I think as long as you keep it separate, because you want your Disney brand is very great to a lot of families. You don't want to someone actually
them kids.
No, come on, no, Anthony. The kids should be protected from overly violent stuff.
That is what parental controls are for.
Yes.
Thank you, Matt.
No, but you also have your Disney brand. You keep the Disney brand intact, but the way it wasn't too difficult for me to figure out. I can watch Punisher on my Disney Plus subscription.
Daredevil
I opted
and
in,
Jessica.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's perfectly fine there. I think that would be a good opportunity.
No. I hate this argument. This stupid
my God.
argument of no, we have to like think about the children. No, like when I was 12 years old, I started watching slasher films. We will always find a way. The children will always find a way because it's forbidden. Facts. The more strict that you are, the worse they'll get, and possibly the more rebellious they will be. And if you don't sit down and talk about these things with your kids, it's all up to the parents and how they deal with it. Because at the end of the day, who cares? Who cares? They are worried about their child being, so desensitized, and like all this violence and stuff. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You were once them. You remember what you did. You remember what you did, no matter who you are. And don't try to preach to me that you were this innocent little kid just because you think your children are in front of you. No, that's bullshit. No, every kid will find a way. I mean, I watched Stand By Me, and the kids in the movie were 12 years old. I probably shouldn't have been watching the movie, but it spoke to me.
Yeah,
it really spoke to me.
Kids are gonna find a way, but you don't want your platform to be known for that, though. And a lot of families do care. I know when I was growing up, my parents did not let me watch overly violent stuff.
Damn, your parents was wow.
I had to wait for certain things to watch on cable TV till it was edited.
I hate those edited stuff on cable.
Yeah, on VHS. That's when I was able to watch stuff. I mean,
there has to be some boundaries. You don't want your 5-year-old to
exactly
stumble upon it, but that's why you don't give them control of it. You don't teach them how to use it.
Well,
you are in control.
Do you have
you
kids,
decide
Justin?
whether or not we're going to watch Disney Plus.
Do you have kids, Justin?
No, and I don't think I will.
Okay, let's listen to Matt.
Listen, I have nieces,
two beautiful daughters.
I don't want them getting.
No, I have cousins, and that's about the closest I can.
Well, Matt has kids. What do you think about with Disney Plus?
I think maybe you have a better perception of it than I do, but
what do you think, Matt, on that topic about a mature on Disney, and should it be separate? And do you think they're okay with doing it now? And is that an opportunity?
It's not separate on Netflix.
No.
There you go.
They have a certain profile, like they have Netflix Kids that keeps out the vast majority of that other stuff. There's some stuff that's made its way to Netflix Kids, and I'm like, really? This okay?
They also have ratings per profile.
Yeah,
that you can set.
Yeah, parents. I'm sorry, parents need to raise their fucking kids, man.
They need to start raising their kids. Yes,
they need to like go. You can't. I'm not saying like when I was a kid.
Can you agree with both things though that they do? But I do also.
No, I look. The company gives you control.
Yeah,
you exercise that control. If you don't do that, that is not on the company. It's on you. Exactly. Yeah, it's not.
Thank you.
I
should have mentioned that because the kids will always. The kids will always find a way, and maybe that's where the argument we had.
And then you get the conservative argument that says this is all terrible satanic nonsense because that's usually where the puritanical side of things happen.
Or at least in the 80s it did. Yeah,
well, I mean, the satanic panic of the 80s, you had the whole like Kiss Army, Knights in Satan's Service shit from the late 70s.
Kiss Army.
good old
the Kiss Army, they just like mediocre rock music.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The live shows are where it's at.
Dude, so like back in 2003 when I ran for governor, the one thing I wanted out of the radio station was I wanted Kiss Aerosmith tickets. And it was Saliva, because it was a sold out show. So I figured if I'm going to do this gag for you, this is what I want. And I got the tickets and I went, and it was Saliva, Kiss, and Aerosmith, right? Saliva kicked ass. Kiss put on probably the best concert I've ever been to in my entire life. Aerosmith sucked. Bad.
Oh man.
So bad. Because it was like part of them when they're doing this bluesy jazz album shit. So they just kept playing that rather than playing their hits. But whereas like Kiss had full on pyrotechnics and did all the classics and stuff. But yeah, no, like Kiss.
What I'm saying
Kiss
is the
an-
live show is where it's at. Not
It is, but their
necessarily just
music is
listening.
really good too. I was actually just rocking out to Kiss the other day, so you
Yeah,
know,
it's okay, but it's like the live show. The live show.
well, yes, obviously, but it's like, you
yeah.
know,
I'm not
it's
trying
like-
to undermine their career and their accomplishments, but I'm saying the live show is the selling point, and the fact that they're gonna end it is actually.
Have you ever seen Detroit Rock City, the movie?
Maybe
This is amazing.
Is that that's the movie where the kids go and
Yeah,
they're
like,
traveling to see a Kiss concert?
Yeah, they get tickets, they win tickets to go to a sold out Kiss concert, but they have to go to the city to go and get them, and it's just like a coming of age story. You know what I mean? It's like a road trip movie with a whole bunch of horny ass high schoolers,
Right.
starring John Connor from Terminator 2. And the kid who played Jimmy Olsen in Superman Returns, Sam Huntington. And then also like Natasha Lyonne is in it. Freaking
Like-
Shannon Tweed is in it. I believe Ron
wow.
Jeremy's in it. This is before. No, yeah, Ron Jeremy was in it. Yeah, this is a long time ago. But anyway, I got to go start my stream. I'm 2 minutes late. So
Okay. Go check out Matt. We're gonna end soon, real quick
All
here
right.
as well. That's how
And,
he
and, the,
leaves.
yeah, and the thing is that knowing Disney, they're not gonna fuck up Daredevil. They know this. They know this, and they will have huge backlash on Twitter.
Yeah,
if
like
they,
they're-
they
Well, they
fuck
know
up.
that.
They know
I mean,
that. They know that,
that's-
and
I-
that's the reason why Daredevil. Well,
I mean, that's the reason why they have Cox back. So, like,
We're probably
really-
just give people 5 minute warning. I'm not going to 3 hours because I was only planning to
Yeah,
go
I know.
2.
Okay,
But
sure.
Raya, did you have any thoughts on the market available to Disney Plus if they do mature, and what do you think about their settings? I don't want kids to be able to easily. I understand parenting is very important, but you do want your app to be easy for the consumer to separate stuff.
Yeah, to be totally honest, I don't see them being too precious with keeping content separated for much longer now that they're slowly starting to integrate more R-rated content onto the platform. And I know that in other countries or regions, their version, I guess, of Disney Plus also has additional, licensed or accessible content that the states don't get. So I think it's going to be rolling out. But yeah, I think specifically in the United States, their main market, I think they are kind of, testing the waters to see like the, I guess the customer experience and how they navigate menus, and if there is like an uptick in complaints. I don't know of any like huge uproars of parents saying my child tuned in to Deadpool and it was right there being marketed on their profile. I don't see stories like that necessarily, but I'm sure that they're doing these like small rollouts in order to see if that is the case.
Well, because the default is you don't get that mature content by default. You do have to go in your settings to enable it, and I think it's working good so far. But yeah, that's a perfect example. My kid watched Deadpool. My mom would have freaked out back in the day.
I wouldn't let my kid watch Deadpool.
Do you think
I
that's
don't
the
care.
biggest new market available to Disney that they haven't tapped yet? Is more mature stuff? I think so.
I
they-
think their biggest untapped market is the different ad tiers actually, or like the different like putting different content under different paywalls. They're probably going to find other ways to
Like
do
they
that
have
or to add
rental-
more tiers.
Oh my God! They could save a lot of money if they just advertise with their own things. Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be funny. Like I'm watching. I'm watching. Okay, I'm gonna watch Captain America. There's an ad for like WandaVision. Like it's ridiculous.
Like you see, Max, they have the kids profile. They have the mature content. It's good.
I
Okay.
don't personally have any issues with. Whoa, what do you show? You show
showing me-
password, Scooby. Okay, well
No.
here's the last two topics I had. Just rapid fire. I'm just gonna show what they were. Has anyone watched Hunters? I didn't think it was getting a season 2.
I started, but it was like, it's one of those shows where you have to really sit down and watch it.
Okay.
Is it woke?
Oh my god.
Or there's
I
for Adolf Final blow. I don't know.
Are they searching for him?
I don't know.
Well, Hunters
Uh,
is basically a group of people who are killing Nazis.
Oh yeah, it's woke as
Oh,
fuck.
And,
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
and I think this season is
So
about
basically,
killing.
geeks and gamers. Okay.
Okay.
And they're trying to. This season, they're trying to kill Hitler. So
what the fuck?
It has Al
Based off-
Pacino. The only
it's
reason
based off
I'm
of a
still
book.
yeah, the only
It's based
reason
off
I'm interested in it personally is Al Pacino's in it. I'm like, okay, but
I
I don't know
Al
if it's
Pacino
good.
in the first episode I watched it is like Al Pacino and Logan Lerman have like great chemistry in that episode.
Oh, Degrassi loves Hunters.
It's
You know Al Pacino's joining Marvel soon. I'm sorry.
No.
Zeno says it's mega woke, and Degrassi says it's far from woke. Hunters was great. Okay,
I thought you were talking about Mindhunter.
it's on Amazon. I might check it out. I don't know. And then the
Mind
last one was
Goblin.
BioShock the movie, which I am looking. I think it would be an
No, it's
interesting
Netflix,
movie.
bro. They're gonna fuck it up, bro. They're gonna fuck it
Oh,
up.
we know how video game adaptations.
They've been good lately.
Sonic,
Well,
Pikachu.
Traditionally, yeah, I don't know.
Uncharted.
I liked Uncharted. I liked Detective Pikachu.
Uncharted, no.
Pika Pika.
I didn't like Uncharted though.
Nope.
I thought it was,
some
it was
hater-ass
fine.
people,
It was
though.
fine. I
That's
just
okay.
didn't think of Uncharted when I was watching it. So
Yeah.
it was just in name only. So
I hope it's a series and not a movie.
It's a movie.
Oh well, I'm still looking forward to
It's
it.
gonna be woke then.
I don't even know what it's. Okay,
It's
whatever
based on
approach.
a video game franchise that's really
I
popular.
think that's where we're gonna end it.
No, we're not end.
We just got here, Axel. I'm sorry, but that's your fault.
Yeah,
Never be late to a stream. Come on, that's unprofessional.
Like the last
I
5 minutes
know,
of the week
right?
have been great.
Facts. Anyway.
Congrats again to Rhea for the 1K. Why are you making me bigger, Hayden? Rhea 1K, and if you haven't,
Oh, 1,000!
and her birthday's coming up. Wow, that was great. Right before your birthday.
Happy 22nd birthday.
Thank you.
And go check out Justin. Get the else. Get the else.
Why are you laughing at that?
Not that, no. Just
Get the
awkward
L subs
silence
up there.
after.
The L. You guys got to be quick on putting your links for your channel in the chat. That's how you get subs. Whenever you're on the
I don't know
panel,
when
but-
you're ending.
Yeah, guys, hurry up.
Just
Hurry up.
only you have
Hurry-
a mod, right? Just always post it. Hey, check out my channel link. Check out my channel link.
Hurry up.
I don't know how that works.
Do it now. 5,
Just
4,
click your-
3, 2,
Hey,
1. Okay,
shush.
you can't put your
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coming in that
No
channel.
more.
Caden and Axel's channel as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
God. Axel,
God.
sometimes
Oh
I
my
come
God, you
on, can you
have
be
to
a
read
little
that.
I don't want to get
professional
sick.
here?
I don't want to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
sick.
sorry,
Axel.
sorry, Matt.
A little
I don't wanna get
professional
sick.
here. There you go.
Yeah,
Sub
sorry,
to
Matt.
Justin. Here's sub to Ray. Wow, how come yours shows up so nice like that? Is that the full
I
link?
typed it.
Oh, okay. There you go. Check out Rhea's channel. 1K subs. Justin. And Axel, I was trying to get subs, but you're sneezing at the audience. So
I'm
go-
sorry.
Go check out Justin. Go check
getting
out.
people
I mean,
sick.
go check out Axel.
No. Definitely check out me. But
Yeah, check out both of us. I am not a minor, Zeno.
Go
I'm a
check
minor
out Scooby.
issue.
Where's your channel at?
No, the
My
last
channel?
time I saw you, you were wearing a
You want
schoolboy
it?
uniform.
You want to link
Yeah,
to my
well,
channel?
I
All right, I guess.
Well, congratulations. Or
Here's
congratulations.
DL. Go sub to DL, our good friend DL.
Yeah, I
He
put
did
my
a-
I put my link in the chat. Where is it?
Also, Caden is a Walter Hermana supporter. Thank you.
Just put in the
Y'all
private
got to get
chat.
in on these YouTube handles, man, to make
Yeah.
it easier to search your channel with the URL.
Yeah, I did put a YouTube handle for me.
Nice.
No, you
But I missed Max Movies. It was already taken.
Oh no, so sorry.
Yeah,
Here
sorry
is
for your loss.
here's Cadence.
Yes.
Oh, let
Do
me
you have
actually.
videos?
I'm very sorry for
No.
Caden loss.
1.
Wait a
One?
second. I thought here's
And-
Axel's.
Okay, I'm very confused now.
There's a lot of links now.
At least
No,
I
you
labeled
don't
mine.
you don't have any content. man.
Axel's.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
Rock
Yeah, I've got
saves the
content.
DCEU. It's a stream.
Yes.
The Rock is a failure.
And you have an upcoming live stream with
Yes.
Scooby-Doo Phase 4 review, and it's the fucking Scooby-Doo from the live action
Wait.
movies.
Wait a minute.
I don't see it. What the fuck are you talking about? There's no one coming up. What?
Yeah, upcoming Phase 4 review.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that. That's wow.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna go sub to Kane because I
That's
didn't
why
even
I
know.
need to-
I didn't even know if you had a channel. I was just guessing.
That's why I need
Ah!
to sub to my channel, because I have stuff that's more organized to make sense.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
wow, DL.
Well, DL, thank you for liking my status about my review for Black Adam, that it is a movie. Thank
It
you
is-
for that like.
You
I
mean woke
appreciate
Adam?
that.
Let's go.
Yes.
Degrassi
You
is
know what?
heavily
Issue with my
insinuating
like.
that Degrassi is heavily insinuating something about Disney buying Sony. I just peeped that.
I'm sorry. I
Ooh.
will say this: Apple will buy Sony.
Probably.
Well, no, I think
you know
what
what?
he's saying is that it's all in order to finally procure Spider-Man once and for all.
That's
Oh,
the
really?
only reason
But
they're
the-
buying Sony.
That's the whole
Yeah,
reason they
more
bought
than that.
Fox was for X-Men.
No, that was
Yeah.
not the only reason. That was not the only
It's the
reason.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
it
I'm
was-
exaggerating. I mean the primary reason.
The
Obviously, they get
primary
other
reason was
IPs
to get
too.
X-Men, but the primary.
Oh
reason-
yeah, what they could have done is had like the old school 20th Century Fox logo with Rise of Skywalker. Wouldn't that have been a big throwback?
I don't
Wouldn't that have been
care.
cool?
I really don't care.
I mean, I will say this: if
It's a minute detail.
Disney buys Sony, then Apple will get the like the PlayStation, the Sony TVs, refrigerators, whatever they got, all that stuff.
Well,
Holy
no, if
fuck,
it's just like the film division,
yeah, the film division up. Then
What the
Disney
hell
will
Caden,
buy
Caden?
it.
what was that, Caden?
Because also Disney will have.
DL still in those.
He had like a dollar store Michael Myers mask.
Like also
It looks-
Disney will have.
Let's
it
see it
looks like a
again.
Jabberwocky mask. Yep, that's a Jabberwocky mask.
Oh shit!
Good job, Milwaukee. That's not like Myers. So like Disney will also have the rights to Ghost.
We're still we're gonna end.
Ghostbusters, Men in
I'm
Black.
gonna.
That is Lionel
And Men in
Richie
Black.
right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie.
Oh, like,
I'm going to
Oh.
betray my OCD and end before 3 hours, even though we're only 7 minutes away. So,
All right. Good night, guys.
Good
Bye,
night,
everybody.
everyone. Thanks for watching.
Happy
Thanks
birthday
for
to me in
joining,
2
Pam.
hours. Woohoo!
Oh,
Happy
happy birthday!
birthday!
Happy
Yay.
21st birthday! Woohoo!
Yeah,
Happy birthday,
21st.
Scooby!
And all these young people.
Lots of Scooby snacks.
Yay! Scoobity doobity.
All right, let's
Thank you.
get the fuck out off of YouTube
Thank you.
and let's
All right.
let's